Yo.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I just rolled out of bed. You guys have these early games, so...
Early. It's noon.
Oh, well, for me, it's 10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm guessing you're on East Coast?
Yep. If you said something, we could have moved it up an hour or two.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna have you guys move things for my own, like, deadly sin of sloth. I was just sleeping in longer because I got back from the wasteland a few days ago.
The wasteland.
Yeah, Montana.
Oh, that's not a wasteland. That's a God's country.
No, it's a very beautiful place. My parents live up there. So I gained 3 pounds this week, which is not a good thing.
Oh. What did you eat?
Oh, my mom's a really good cook, and she refused to let us go hungry. And I'm like, shouldn't you wait till your grandma to like stuff everyone? Like, could you make something a bit less? But no, my brother and I were just engorged the whole week.
Oh, nice.
You can't not eat it. You don't want to like make her upset.
I had to learn to be a good cook because my own mother's cooking was let's see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, let's see. The 99-cent banquet meals at Walmart, those were preferable.
Oh no. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. Not every Italian can be a great chef.
Oh, and she was Italian. No.
The grandma, on the other hand, was a perfect cook, and she just looked at her daughter going like, how the hell do you make it this badly?
That's one of those things where it's like, you can call me old-fashioned or whatever, but I would like to, when I marry someone eventually, I'd like for them to be able to cook. Just because I don't want our children to be raised with bad food. It's a horrible fate. I couldn't even imagine.
It'll make them into good cooks. I can attribute that from experience.
Well, I was forced to become a decent cook. And even then, it's like, I don't know how cooking's difficult. Just follow the recipe. Do what it says.
You don't even need to follow the recipe. You just need to follow common sense, and you have to taste it while you're cooking. A lot of people don't taste while they're cooking, and then they go like, oh, why didn't it come out the way I wanted it?
I mean, that's why I do. I mean, I'm single. I just make a giant like tub of bachelor chow for that's on Sunday or something.
That
like
sounds
chili
horrible.
or what? No, it's chili. Like it's really good chili.
Okay.
And I buy some like cheese, some nice cheddar cheese, and that's 600 calories for 10 ounces.
Okay.
So I'm trying to lose weight, right? Because I'm a fat ass. So, and that chili is delicious because I put in extra spices like chili powder, paprika, coriander, all that stuff, and it just
Chef
tastes so good.
Hey,
Yeah, my mom. Hello.
Hello.
My mom measures nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
wing
nothing.
it.
What?
And it comes out perfect every time. It makes no fucking sense.
That's the
Holy
power of
hell.
moms. Like, I still measure stuff. My mom's like, we'll do a little bit more of this one day, and it tastes better than ever before. And I'm like, how does this happen?
That's my mother measures everything meticulously, and it comes out like, ugh.
You know what? I think you need to just tell her freehand. Just freehand. That's it.
I think the problem is it calls for soy sauce. She puts in oyster sauce because they're both kind of coastal.
Like, I remember when I was like learning to cook for myself, my mom laughed at me when I used measuring cups. She's like, "You don't need those." I'm like,
I'll be
no,
real.
you don't need those.
Yeah. My mom was the same way. She's like, "Why are you measuring this?" I'm like, "Because I'm incompetent. Will you please leave? Like, don't bother me."
I'll be real. The only time you really need to measure is when you're baking, because that's precise. That's
So
always going to be
baking's
precise.
real.
Mhm.
Baking's a science. Cooking, however, just start small, go big. Taste as you go, and if you unfortunately eat the entire pot, that's on you. But that's that's okay.
Yeah. There's a decent curry you could make with like this pre-made curry mix. It's a bit pricey, but it tastes good. And it's like 1 jar of this curry mix with 1 pound of meat or veg. I'm like, "Psh, that's easy. Clunk, just pour it out. Like,
Yeah.
just throw in the have the veg already being caramelized. Like, all right, just throw it in there. We're good, baby.
What you do, you look for like the Japanese curry, because it's like bricks of roux, it's spiced already, and you just saute onions, saute meat until brown. Add
Yeah.
your hard root vegetables if you want. Add that water. Bada bing, bada boom. There's your dinner.
Yeah, that's what it is. 100%.
Now I'm hungry. All right, guys, that's been real. Catch you later.
I am not hungry. I'm on that semaglutide.
Ooh.
That shit fucking
No,
destroys your appetite.
curb appetite. More like your stomach feels like a balloon, dummy. Enjoy.
Well, it makes you feel like you're full, like legit.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I only had I had half of some pasta, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm good.
Nice.
But you know, I'm such a fat ass. I have to pay to not be hungry.
Okay, see, that's the second time. You said that. Define fat, sir. How much do you weigh?
350.
I'm
Oh, okay.
300.
I started at 400. Then I'm like, I have a problem, and then I'm down 50 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Congrats.
Congrats.
That's not good
indeed.
enough.
Yeah, no, but you're making progress. That's more progress than people who are lighter than you.
Facts.
I've got a lot more to lose.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
At my heaviest, I was 335.
I think my heaviest was 360. I'm now heading towards 280. So
I
goal is
weigh
280. Yeah.
as of day before yesterday. I weigh 247.
Oh, nice.
let's go.
Damn.
So we making them strides, boys. Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
This is over like a
we're not. Hey
while.
guys, we're not being inclusive. That would be around 150 kilograms.
There you go.
there you
It's okay. I can do the math in my head.
You know what, Floater, thank you for doing the quick maths where we were so blatantly rude.
You were
about
so
our measurements.
rude. Nah, he's outnumbered here.
It's easy
He's
enough for me
conformed.
to do it in my head. It's just divide by 2.
Closer to
Ooh, right.
155, thank you.
It's called Imperial units, but it's the Imperial scum that uses the other system.
America who's right.
Excuse
Everyone else
me?
is wrong.
What do you mean I can't measure in stones?
What do you mean hands isn't the proper unit of
Cubits.
measurement?
No, it's the children that are wrong.
The worst one, in
Speaking-
my opinion, is still the yard. It's like you looked at the meter and were like, yeah, that's a good amount of distance, but we can't
But what
just
if?
copy that. So make it like 0.96583 meters or some shit.
Well, their exact
And
thought
it's just
process
like-
was how many feet is close enough to a yard? Or close enough to a meter? They're like, 3.
It's
We'll call this
3,
a
yeah.
yard.
It's just fucking what? Why?
Because we needed something to mark the football field with.
Very true.
Oh my god.
It's almost like you could have used meters. It's basically the same.
Yeah, but that's not American.
True. I'm
Yeah,
surprised you don't have your own
if-
time system.
If you have a guy in
enough.
Texas, he's not gonna. The announcer's not gonna go. And we have about. That pass is about 10 meters. Be like 10 yards. You gotta like yard. You gotta, you gotta pirate it.
We discovered it. This is it. Yar.
Hmm.
So, speaking of the children, why don't you give a good detailed explanation for Crow what happened last time?
Oh.
I was very close to murdering one of your fellow compatriots.
Well,
I forgot his name already.
tell us what happened to that compatriot first. What was different about them?
Oh, he was a weak-willed scum and let his mind be controlled by another, and he deserves to be put down for it. Sorry, go ahead. I think I'm a bit biased here.
So we arrived at or outside the village of Jura, was it?
Jula.
Jula. Why do my L's look like R's on? Anyway.
I called it Julica for the longest time. I was wrong.
We arrived outside town with our borrowed quote-unquote frog mount. And we were approached outside town by one Captain Briar.
Oh, let me show him before you continue on. There you are. There's the old man.
Old man.
And he proceeded to tell us that we looked suspicious, like we didn't know that.
You were casting spells out in the open. You had mounts not at their designated locations, and there was a small army of you.
We did look a tad shady. After explaining that we weren't there to cause trouble yet, he told us about agents of Norgorber that had more or less taken over the town, and he offered us a place to stay at the local alehouse.
And did you take him up on his generous offer? The offer that you could have gotten lodgings and, you know, maybe done some downtime activities, maybe seen some sights from the town, maybe talk to the local thieves guild or maybe the local constabularies, maybe establish yourself into town and then slowly infiltrate the cult and then work your way in and then finally rescue the people in a non-violent fashion? Is that what you did?
Of course not.
Why not?
Well, the frogs disappeared into Old Town.
Did they eat anyone?
They tried. They tried their level best, but they did not succeed. And some of us were very curious as to where they went. So we went about 120 feet down underneath the water, and we found an underground cavern. Rather than resting after our long trip, we decided, hey,
yeah,
let's check that out first instead. Yeah. And we did. Which led us to one brainwashed Professor OT.
Oh.
And a lot of spiders.
Yes, tell me the fate of these spiders. What did they try to do?
Fuck those spiders.
They're clearly more important than Professor OT.
They tried to eat Zeros. That's the most pressing thing that they did. They nearly succeeded.
They attempted to eat Grung, and Grung flexed, so they moved on.
Nope.
After Professor OT well, I mean, he did kind of die, but then he got better. Thanks to some Phoenix bloodline shenanigans. We proceeded to the back of the cave where we found a ritual being performed.
And you have that ritual now. I've listed it in the general chat. Excuse me, the in-game chat.
Ooh.
And that gives 3 spells that usually only Norgerber's people have. So if you want those spells now, you can take them.
Ooh, gonna have to check that. Because Well, I can't use it.
They may be a cult.
Oh, definitely can't do that.
I mean, if we review them and deem them knowledge that should be given to the students, I don't see why we couldn't do that. But yeah, let's just hold on to that for a bit.
But I thought all knowledge was good knowledge, Disco.
Oh no, that's Tony speaking. Disco will probably be like, I don't know what rituals are, but it looks like a good idea.
What's the worst that could happen? But we proceeded to do what we do with said ritual casters, all except for one.
Ooh.
Who is now a stone statue.
Yes. Who had an infernal contract.
Not that he didn't try to make it like 100%, and he tried to off himself.
He would have come back as a very powerful devil and continued the fight.
Oh. Well. I'm glad
right here.
I'm glad Harrow's being petty worked out.
Yeah, but Sam
Which leads.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I think that's pretty much where we were.
What about the prisoners?
Oh.
What about them?
I don't know. What about them?
Oh, we haven't found the prisoners yet, but no one was sacrificed, so theoretically they should be around.
Yep, just behind this. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say we did save 2 students, but the villagers were they were the ones I'm missing, right? Along with OT. So
correct.
Yeah, like you said, they might as well be here if found OT here.
Iboko's father is indeed among them, and they are just around the corner behind the summoning circle in that last room, which they converted from an old vault into a cell. And I've given you all the valuables, the Eye of Apprehension and the Oath Bow, along with everything else. And I believe you took the stuff off the man, which was the returning trident and stuff like that. Just check your party loot.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe we had that.
Okay, yep.
I'll add the Oath Bow to the party loot, but that is a good bow. Eye of Apprehension.
Yep. Oath Bow is good ranger bow.
Considering it, I might have to convert it into the tail launcher, but let's see, the Oath launcher.
Yeah, you can do that. You can convert it manually.
Were you able to write up that infernal contract?
I will have it for you by February, sir. I am deeply sorry, but the blizzard has put a lot of pressure on New York, and apparently I'm not getting some deliveries that I should. And that took my attention away. I do apologize, but I can tell you the crux of the infernal contract is that he is a hunter, and he hunts down slaves for whoever hires him and whatnot. And he was supposed to bring back Harrows. He failed to do so, so his contract is in stasis, like he is. So he's at that point now where he either brings back Harrows or he forfeits his soul, but he's a statue.
Okay. Well, it's good to know he was a noble person in life.
But Samshu, that ritual book and everything has stuff that has never seen the light of day outside of the God of Secrets' own worship and whatnot. Those 3 spells are not known to the general public or even the most experienced of wizards.
But they're about to be known to me. Is that in the group stash?
Nope. Secret Marks is a book that you can create yourself, and you can add it to your personal library if you wish.
I do wish. Add book secret marks. Prioritization. Got it.
Yeah.
So
So
read it in my downtime.
I assume you bring the villagers and Professor OT back to the surface.
I assume so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
yes.
That's when Professor OT hands you this. Some
You're
letters.
fired. Oh,
Like, oh my God. After
you're all
saving me,
fired.
your
We're going-
reward
that's-
is to be
that's amazing.
fired.
You broke the rules of the Magambia so many times, students, out speakers. That's it.
He's trying to regain his power. Hurry, kill him.
Well, yeah, that's what I would do.
This is
Alright,
exactly why they tried to break me, Professor OT said. And he gives you some letters, which are all from Koride Uala, the entomology teacher of bugs and whatnot at the Magambia, asking whether Abjal had any information about an artifact called the Vesicant Egg, something you should be familiar with from the last module in the Snake People.
Whoa.
Why would he be contacting her of all people, or why would she be contacting him? Could she be a follower of Norgerber as well? He doesn't know.
Well, we could press her when we get back to Magambia, but but yeah, we're kind of short on time for.
How much time you got?
I think we have like 12 days, maybe 13 days.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct to assume 13 days? Because we would. This would be 14, but we're definitely gonna have to rest after taking on Norgerber's.
And you rested
Yeah, we
the previous
definitely-
day. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely have less than 2 weeks.
And it took us how long to get here? Like 4 days?
It took you about a half a day to get here with the mounts.
Half day. Okay.
Because you used the river and you used the mounts, so it was incredibly easy to get here. Like, it was normal for those frogs to speed back and forth between these locations to ferry the prisoners.
Okay. Are the frogs still in that underground cove?
They're wherever
And
you
can we
want
still
them to
utilize
be.
them?
They're your
All right,
frogs,
so-
yes.
All right. Well, I guess we'll utilize them, and possibly with the help of heroes to craft some type of raft to take our people back away from here. Unless we have any business here before we go back to our expedition.
Eight Briar
Could probably
Sunsets.
pull that off.
Eight Briar Sunset says, wait, what about the town guard? What about restoring order to town and everything? You dealt with the cult, but there are many more downtime activities to do here. Plus, you haven't been to the ale house? There's some people waiting for you, some lizard folk. They said their secret mission was done and they came to rejoin you to help put an end to the cult, but I guess you didn't need them.
Do we entertain that? I look towards the people.
Do we have the time for it?
The students.
We can
I think
do
the
it.
students would have had time to do some of the research in our stead. Do you want to spend a day here just to recoup ourselves? And then the next day we head on out?
Sure.
I'll
I
be
am
getting a
pleased.
bed.
I don't think it'll hurt.
Yeah, we might have time to take our long rest here and do stuff beforehand.
Wish one of us had a spell to send messages to the people we know. I'd just be like, hey, just checking in.
If I telekinetic projectile it far enough,
Yeah, you could send us like a message in the bottle, right?
just launch it.
I was thinking more like brick with a letter attached.
That's basic.
Oh,
Through the window.
Sending is a 4th level spell.
Yeah, but it's not Vampiric Maiden or Phantasmal Killer.
No, no. Why would teachers even have those spells?
to protect our students.
Yes, our students have a habit of we have a habit. Yes.
What?
Once
Yes.
again, to protect
You
our
want to
students.
finish that thought so I can
Nope.
explain to the other DMs what's happening in my campaign?
Oh no,
Nope.
it's fine.
I was gonna say our students require saving, and then I was gonna say we require murdering, but it's somewhere in
Oh.
between those two.
Oh God.
As long as we don't combine them and turn them into our students require murdering.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's fair.
We require
I
saving.
think before we go any further with the campaign, I have to say this. You are treating the Magambia as some sort of small military force, and you have done the impossible through the means of what appears to be vigilanteism more than that of educators. And I think as we continue on with the story, certain decisions you have made will affect the outcome and the students, especially the students, because you have been this example to them and they have seen you profit from it again and again.
Yeah, I was about to say it happens to be working.
It is working. It's scary how much it's
Wonderful.
working.
We need some more specialized forces. Don't worry, I got my summoning students at it. We'll have we'll have ents and things to bring down sieges. That's my plan.
Oh, you're gonna take Druid?
Oh no,
Okay.
Ent was just a comment. Druids are. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. I think we have some druids in this party.
You do.
Careful
You have
what
3.
you say, young man.
4. You have 4.
Oh, the 4. Well, I'm
4.
definitely not doing it then. I'm not a follower. Fuck that.
Samshu, I believe.
Yeah, hedgehog lady. Yeah.
Yeah, Hedgehog. I said that too. Yeah, yeah. That's what the NPCs thought. You've got
Pretty sure
Samshu,
Grung.
Disco, Grung, and McGee.
Yes.
McGee. What? Come on, McGee. Why?
Have you
Fine.
seen my berries? They save lives.
Excuse me,
A healthy
sir.
breakfast.
I don't think you should say it that way.
Talk about low-hanging fruit.
Right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well played.
Oh my!
Touche.
This spell is ridiculous.
Which spell? Show us.
Feeble Mind. On a failure, the target is Stupefy 4 for unlimited duration. On a critical failure, the target's intelligence is permanently reduced to that of an
yes.
animal, and it breaks them. You're just
Yeah.
like, cool, no life.
It's an incapacitation effect, so if you do it against a higher level or same level creature, it goes up a degree of success. But if you use it as on a low level NPC, their life is over.
It's done.
You're now a cat.
So,
Enjoy.
random question for the sending spell. I'm
Yes.
looking at it here.
Yes.
It's arcane, divination, divine,
Yes.
mental, occult. So if it's
Which
divine,
means-
does that mean I can utilize it?
Absolutely. You can just ask Asmodeus, I need to send some messages.
We gotta open up your iPhone to text, but it's like 666 is the passcode.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna add that to my list of spells because that seems like it's a good idea. I don't have it right now though. But let's to make it more simple. What was our? We were gonna stay here for the night, right? And we need to tell the others that we're doing so. Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna tell them. Whether you agree or not, I don't give a shit if you're not gonna say anything.
Yep, at least one day.
I need a night. Would be nice.
Yes.
Yeah, just send the message. We're staying here in whatever it's called, Julia.
Jula.
Jula.
All right.
Jula? Dark Souls 2?
I was thinking the same
Oh
thing.
my lord! Stop. We all thought of it. And I'll just say that we're arresting because we just destroyed some Norgerber cultists, and we saved. Hold on. We saved. I forget. I don't even know who we saved. That doesn't matter to me. We saved some people. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
We saved villagers.
I did
but okay.
I did an intelligence check to see if I would remember who this guy's name was, and I didn't. So, all right, now you guys know what the dealio is.
All right. So, I can say that you sent that message out and whatnot, but whom did you send it to?
Let me think here.
Do you know any of their
McGee.
students back in Bloodsalt?
You
I
should.
was sending it to McGee because they stayed back there, didn't they?
Yes, McGee stayed back at the Vacant Eye, but now he and Samshu are here on another of the riding frogs.
Oh,
So you know what?
Mickey just gets oh, thank you.
Iboko was left behind, was not?
What's this new mail?
Okay, I remember Aboko's name. I'll send that message to her.
Okay. So she responds and says, "Thank goodness you saved my father."
Yes.
Is that the Professor Takalu? Whatever his
OT.
name is. What?
Rest OT, that's it.
Okay.
What? No, what? I'm not in this conversation.
Who are you? Who's her father? I'm curious. I'm
She doesn't say it in the message. She's just, "Thank goodness you saved my father."
Did we save her father? I don't believe we did. Maybe, but I don't see a relation in anybody here.
Whose father?
Ibokos. Remember the thing that jump-started the whole module?
Oh, no, I was saying that to him. But,
Okay.
I'm glad you answered because I already forgot her name. I mean, after you said it.
Who did we?
Yes, we did.
Okay, yes, we did. Okay, I wasn't there for that.
There you go.
Who was her father? I'm
To be-
confused.
To be fair, we saved a lot of people.
There's Iboko, and there's her father, and yes, you saved him.
All right.
Ooh, that's a fresh cut, old man. I like that.
I
Anyway,
think he's bald, but
hey. Besides,
I'm bald. I can say this.
The beard makes
The beard
up
is
for it.
impressive.
The family
Yes.
resemblances are the glasses.
Yes. When they come of age, they get the
Not
same
the
glasses.
physical feature.
Dad, I don't need glasses. You're getting glasses.
All right, so we're gonna rest or not? I'm done
Oh, yeah,
being
yeah.
in this
Long rest.
pit.
Sleep.
Okay. I'm assuming we leave and go like get an actual bed.
Oh yeah, you can get to the Jula Ale House, and they set you up with rooms and everything, and there's an open bar and whatnot. There's food, there's entertainment, and there's 3 lizard folk there. There seems to be a stargazer and 2 of the Terwa Lord Chosen that greet you as you come in, saying like, we're ready to help you now as we promised. We will help you put an end to the cult here."
About that.
I ignore them because they're lizardmen. All right. How much does all that cost?
Nothing.
Oh, these people are idiots.
Briar
well.
8 Sunsets said he would cover you because you were helping the town.
All right, I just go right to sleep because I was almost murdered by spiders.
They just look at McGee, waiting for about that.
About that, I wasn't quite there for it, but I heard it's already been handled. I look at those who were there, like, I think.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
Done
much
and
taken care of.
dusted. Okay. So your eagerness to help is very much appreciated.
I was
And we
unaware
thank
that
you.
the teachers of the Magambia were so efficient.
Well, let's just say I, in particular, had some extra motivation.
Well,
yes.
we thank you for what you've done. They were incredibly troublesome to our campaign to conquer these lands and bring order to them. Perhaps we could entice you to stay as war caller then. We would greatly appreciate your power. We had no idea that lore speakers had this kind of power behind them and whatnot. Truly, the Magambia is a phenomenal place. We would benefit much by having you as our king.
Huh?
I'm
Huh?
No, you misunderstand. We're a school. We're not any type of dictatorship, nor are we any type of legion that would take a political lead. We bestow knowledge.
Yes. We seek knowledge, not power.
You seek the crap out of those cultists.
Well, here's the thing. It was definitely self-defense, but also the idea of them taking one of our speakers. We'll be writing up a report on the actions we took place today. That we have taken today, excuse me.
We have recorded your actions within our history, within our own lore keepers, and both he and she, the chosen, point over to the Stargazer and whatnot, and he comes forward and says, "The items that you gave us were impeccable for our secret mission. Thank you for helping us succeed." Do you not remember that when I read my prophecy that I asked you for a gift of some kind?
I'm trying to draw connections now.
I haven't a clue. I don't know if I was there for it.
You'll have to forgive me. I've slept since then.
It's quite alright.
Hibernation.
Simply by the gift that you gave us, we were able to complete the mission, and for that alone we were grateful. But to find out that at the same time you remedied your own problem and helped to free this land from chaos and slavery, we are just dumbfounded. Are you certain you would not like to be our king?
How about this? And I'll confirm this with our speakers. How about we talk about your people coming to learn at the Magambia, not as any type of leader, but as equals.
I see what you're saying. You intend to turn the Magambia into some sort of war college. This is a fantastic idea.
I put my hand on the table. No.
I am very
not
upset
about
I went
war.
to bed early today.
We are not about war. We are not about violence. The actions we have taken today do not reflect what the Magambia's true intent is.
But you're so good at it.
And that does not make it good to be and good to act upon. I will be making a full report to our sponsors as well as those who rule the Magambia.
Sponsors? Oh yes, please. Please tell us the name of our benefactors that we may know them.
You may have to give it. I want to discuss you coming to the school and learning, not learning for war.
Yes.
But learning.
Well, certainly we should thank the people properly who brought you to us.
Then we will pass on that message properly.
Oh,
I understand this is something of your culture or maybe even just of your character. but I want to discuss what we do as a school going forward with
Absolutely.
those who are in charge.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We have witnessed it for ourselves, and we are most impressed.
Now, if we gave up this so-called idea of a war college, would you still be equally impressed?
We would be disappointed that the potential is there, but I'm happy that you took my sister to study with you, and I hope that she becomes a great war mage. But whatever happens, I am glad that you all entered our lives, and that you essentially did save us and the people of this town, not to mention all the research that you have been doing. It seems just having you here has enriched the Sodden lands, something that we haven't seen in a long time.
I think Disco will think about a lot right now.
Where's the large man? The large man with the horns.
He went down for arrest. He took on a lot of the responsibility of ensuring safety for not just for your people and for our students, but for the speakers that were here today.
I see. And they seem to talk amongst themselves for a little bit. And they go like, we understand. If you need anything else of us while you are in town or within the area, we shall help you to the best of our ability.
And vice versa. But as I said prior, I do want to make this statement be known. The school that we teach for is not one of violence. It is just one of actions. And I really do think we need to prioritize what actions we take going forward. I apologize if this seems against what you may wish for our school.
Oh no,
and Disco gets up.
We didn't wish anything. We were just observing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Disco gets up.
Yep.
Your hospitality is more than gracious. Thank you. And he'll find a room.
Yes, I will follow after just having stood there and like nodded along. Like, yes.
I'll just turn to you while walking and say, do you think we're a bit too violent when it comes to our actions?
Perhaps we should just look at the ratio of people saved versus people not saved. And if it's
90-10.
greater than 1, then...
Sorry, we saved 9 people and harmed 10?
No,
is that what it is?
No, you kill 9 people and you save 1.
Now, hold on. Let's adjust that ratio to people we intended to save.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, but within probability and math, intention has no precedence on the actual results. I'm
I'd
looking
say
at the
we're
data,
100% effective.
Ideally.
Yes,
what
the
that,
people
what
we
that
want to
effect
save,
is, we don't
save.
say. We're 100% effective, though.
Truthfully. So,
60%
perhaps
of the time it
sometimes
works
it
every
could be
time.
reconsidered, but oftentimes the people are simply resistant to alternative approaches. Let's say it like that.
Maybe we should just try a bit harder.
Perhaps we could attempt to be a bit more persuasive.
I think Disco will think about a lot tonight and possibly get no sleep. So if I have to get a point of exhaustion, I think I'll take that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You're in a restful situation. If you decide to stay up the night, I'm not going to penalize it for you, because this is a big growth point for you. This is a lot. So I want to go down the line, and I basically want to hear your personal thoughts about the outcome of this module and how your character may have changed, or what they're going to, what they're going to work towards in the future. Like you said, I want to build an outline now before we get to the new module as we're wrapping up here, just to get some footing, just so I can learn a bit more about your character and what direction you would like them to move in, and if they're going to honor that, or are they going to fall back into old habits, or whether or not, the shape of the Magambia that you have created is going to be something that you like, because the students very much have been inspired by all of you. And you're about to take on proteges.
Well, who would like to go first? If not, I can take that. I could take that wheel.
After you.
Go for it.
Just roll a d6.
Initiative, go.
Yeah.
Oh no, please not.
I think for Disco anyway, the events that took place within the Salt Marsh and all that we have seen. I said Salt Marsh. Why did I say that? Blood
Oh my
Salt.
God, blood salt.
Excuse me. Disco is in a mixed bag right now because one, they did do good. They stopped a cult from achieving malicious actions that would harm the people here.
A cult you were a part of for a small time.
Yeah, unfortunately, we stopped people from using and abusing the land itself, whether it be treasure hunters, cultists, or the one-off "give me your soul." But that didn't come at the cost of what the Magambia wants to represent, and that is an era of peace and knowledge. And Disco remembers why he forsake the cleric traditions he had initially to become a ranger and to become a bit more knowledgeable about how to use medicine for the betterment of the Magambia. So Disco's definitely questioning if he is still fit to be a speaker. Perhaps just the idea of going back to the Magambia and staying there as a certified doctor, nurse, or whatever that may entail. Because the one tree folk that was once a guide is slowly feeling like a butcher.
Yeah, what did you think about what they said about the old Taldorian legend about the Fountain of Youth, when they told you about how they got lost in the jungle because a tree told them, where to go for the Fountain of Youth, and then drugged them, and then they all wandered around helplessly for a while and then came back to Taldor with fantastical stories about this area and all the treasures therein. Was that you, or do you think that was another tree person?
I think that's Disco. I definitely think that was Disco attempting to protect the lands, and unfortunately, you know what? It was Disco not trying to protect the lands, but like actually feeding them things that maybe Disco thought was healthy at the time.
Oh no!
And
humans like these.
Yeah, I've seen people make mushroom stew. What they should be able to enjoy this, and that took a turn, obviously, that people now think, oh yeah, the Magambia is full of wonder and magic and so much more. Yeah, that's definitely Disco's fault.
All right, who's next? What sort of revelations has this module brought about, or what have you learned about yourself, or perhaps your future at the Magambia?
I could go.
Sure.
So, Samshu is, I guess the best way to put it would be like becoming colder to other stuff, with the whole learning a little bit about the old pharaoh, and also finding her power, and the fact that, learning all the wizardy stuff. She's definitely not against what has happened, and it's been good because it has managed to give her more knowledge, more power. Just got a new fancy book. Like, it's she's here for it no matter which way it goes. She's not trying to be innately cruel, But if bad things have to happen for her to gain more knowledge, he's for it to a degree. It's kind of like means justify the end to a point. To a point.
You stole from the God of Secrets. No,
No,
other
no.
wizard has done this.
He stole from me. My secrets.
I like that. Take a hero point.
Yay. But,
So
yeah, basically, like, I'm for it. As long
Okay.
as I'm not innately being cruel for no reason.
Crow tells you he's for it too.
Guess I'll move on to the next person.
Okay.
Then I shall try. And Mickey has seen a lot of shit. A
Really?
lot more than he used to.
How
Like,
much of
a
the
whole
shit was
lot.
McGee's doing?
An amount.
9-1?
He contributed to the 9-1. Definitely. And perhaps sometimes solutions don't have to be as absolute as they have been most of the time.
Ah, yes, Sith deal in absolutes.
Yes, they do. And I am no Sith or something. Not
Not yet.
not yet. Wait. No. So perhaps he's beginning to reconsider if maybe people could be more persuaded to change their ways more often, especially after seeing what happened in the mummy place. Was it blood salt? That was blood salt, right?
Blood salt, yes. So
Yes.
tell me, knowing what you do now and that you don't really like the outcome of what happened, what could you have done instead? You know, go through your mind and rationalize what you're going to think that the proper behavior for a lore
The proper
speaker.
behavior might be not always just being like, okay, you are attacking us, so off with your head.
Oh,
Perhaps the head could stay attached a little longer.
that sounds like an
See if people
executioner,
could be...
not a teacher.
Yes, and he doesn't really want to be an executioner, per se. Sometimes something of an execution, I guess, can be what's needed. But maybe it isn't the case as often as it sort of has been. And yeah, perhaps murder could be more often avoided than it has been so far.
All right, I've heard regrets.
Either by
but I
turning
haven't-
people into lawn ornaments for eventually, or convincing them like the not a grave robber.
Yes.
Tharvio the Quick, that was his name.
You did manage to save him. With Haros's help, you managed to transform his life and he was reformed. Not in a traditional way, but in the I have amnesia sort of way. And then you lied to him and you made him into the archaeologist you thought was proper. You spared his life.
Alternate facts. What's the difference? But yes. Perhaps McGee will try to not be quite as deadly. Still painful, but not as deadly.
All right. So I'm hearing regrets, and I'm hearing that you don't want to be like this heavily focused martial guy. Like,
I mean, definitely some focus on being a martial guy still, but maybe just knock them out instead of...
Oh, you mean non-lethal?
Yes, that's
Yes.
basically what I was trying to allude to, yes.
Okay.
Because,
Maybe-
well, then they're on the ground and unconscious, and then you can maybe wait for them to come back to their senses, and then see if they perhaps reconsider their stance, and if they don't, then well, then we can still execute them, I guess.
Oh, well, I can help with the first part of that. Why don't you switch your flaming rune for a merciful rune? That way you don't take a penalty on non-lethal attacks, and it'll make all the, the attacks of that weapon non-lethal. That way you can still go full ham in the fight, but not risk killing a person.
I will certainly consider.
Okay.
When the time comes to do some shopping eventually.
As for the second part
For
of that,
now, we
that's
will
dark,
make do
man.
with what we have.
As for the second part of what you said, that's dark, man.
Yeah. Stuff's dark sometimes.
All right.
This man might look like a potted plant, but... well, as threatening as a potted plant. But stuff's going on in that noggin sometimes.
Yep, I know Illidan. He pretended to be a potted plant once, too. Who's next?
Am I the last one?
No, you're not the last one.
Oh, I'll go anyway because I started
Okay.
talking.
You're good.
I made a character that would I made a character that would intentionally not fit in
Uh-huh.
with what Bramble said the
Yep.
campaign is about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a testament to your guys' absolute cruelty that I'm fitting in perfectly.
Thank you.
There, like,
Yeah, we'll take that as a compliment.
The only problem that Xeris has is really with Disco or Harros when they whinge like, "Oh, this isn't the Magambian way," and I go, "Yeah, but you still go out and fucking murder them, don't you?" Like, and I wouldn't mind if you were just lying about being like regretful to, placate the students, but you actually feel it. That's the only problem. Is sometimes you go, "Well, we should have done this," and I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah. So
We have to
Xeris,
keep-
Xeris, how does it feel to be the straight man of the group?
I'm always a straight man of the group in these things because I role play. I try to role play seriously. But yeah, it's about it's gone more smoothly than I expected, which was
too.
not the plan. I was like, oh yeah, this will be like a real like kind of a tense relationship where we kind of have to just learn to disagree. But no, everyone agrees with me. They just don't admit it. That's really where we're at right now.
Ah, that's a good point. Maybe maybe you're going to be more of an asset to the Magambia than you realize.
Well, if things keep going the way they're going, I might as well just, call me Grima Wormtongue, advisor to the Magambian warlord Harrows.
Oh God.
Like, it's gonna be having a fun
Administration.
time over here.
You're going to be an administrator.
Where it's just like, yes, I handle the day-to-day stuff, which means I have all the power. But as far as Xeris' character, everything has just been a whiplash for him because he's like, oh, I'm gainfully employed, to you're gonna be murdered, to oh, there's these people, they're not murdering me. We have the same enemies now because I fucking hate these Norberger cultists for spurning me. So things are working out. Enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? That type of scenario.
Mm-hmm. And these people have a lot of enemies, which means you have a lot of friends now.
Right. And I have found that my powers have doubled since we last met. I mean, have increased exponentially in this short amount of time.
Really?
Wow.
Well,
I mean, we're leveling up pretty fast. I'm trying to make it, how Xeris would see it. It took him 10 years to get to level 9, and already he's level 12 in a few short weeks.
Just a few short weeks of murder.
Yeah, pretty much. So this isn't a
Everyone's
sign from
basically
Asmodeus
back
to
to
stay.
experience.
I don't know what else is.
Oh, McGee, could you say that again, please?
Everyone's just bags of experience.
Yes.
And if you open them,
Well,
you can take the experience out and put it into yourself.
He
It
probably
works
doesn't
just like the blood of your enemies. If you lose some, you just take theirs and put it into you.
I don't think that works for humans.
I've been healing people like this for years.
He's a druid.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, druids aren't exempt from, a normal human. They're just built different.
Just built different.
But I think that's most of my thought process. Just like, all right, well, we're here now, and I'm gaining power. These guys are competent, and we solve problems the same way. What's wrong with, ingratiating myself into this power structure and seeing where I can go from here?
And there is a lot of power to be had in this structure. You have not even seen the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly. And I want to start summoning shit because that's cool. And it's proven to be pretty effective. Just have another bag of 150 HP somewhere, taking strikes from the party.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think is that everything you wanted to know, or is there something I missed?
Nope, I just wanted to hear what was on your mind. I had no specific, motives other than what is your character thinking right now.
All right, perfect.
Okay, now the last person can go.
Okay. I think Harros has a lot on his mind right now.
But all your problems are gone.
But they're not, though. They're not in his face at the moment, which is nice. However, he is fully aware that Elizabeth is not a quitter.
But it wasn't Elizabeth, was it? It was Victoria this time, because you tried to leave.
Yeah, which... he definitely has thoughts on that, because when that cultist said that, he wasn't sure he believed it immediately.
But
and it was...
Now you have a night to think about it.
It's one of those things where the more you think about it, the worse it gets, because you think of all the possibilities and implications that go with those thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Harros is probably gonna want to be alone for a while that night. Just wandering around, just in thought. Because it's very easy for him to just be mad at Elizabeth, because she is just not a good person.
No.
But at the beginning of the module, Harros asked Victoria if he saw him as anything but a pet.
And she never answered.
No. And now he has an answer. And the whole reason it took him so long to ask is because he was afraid to actually have the question answered.
Fear leads to suffering. Suffering leads to hatred.
Oh my god. Wow, that...
You are Sith!
Welcome, young Harros.
You're all Sith!
The power of Asmodeus.
Well, I mean,
Why
at
did you
the
say
same
it like
time...
a southerner?
Oh, I was trying to be Darth Sidious, but I had ice cream in my mouth.
No, you
exactly
went to Foghorn Leghorn for a moment there.
Did I really? Oh, I didn't mean to. The
I'll
powers
allow
of
it.
my voice are strange and unpredictable.
But I think, like, on this trip, Harros has been quote-unquote trying to be good with mixed results. He doesn't really know how to...
Life. You did save his life.
But he also doesn't really know how to hold back. Hence the lightning bolt.
That poor Cyclops' asshole.
I mean, whether he deserved it or not was irrelevant. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what's at the forefront of his thoughts right now. He's not even concerned about like the research or this latest the whole lore keeper thing about, being kind of forced into the role, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is nothing new for him. Harrow's not having a choice is a recurring theme that he is fully aware of. I'm not really sure how he'd want to handle that.
Yeah, but those people from the Terroir Uplords basically said, why don't you guys become our king? That sounds like a choice. You'd have to give up a lot of power for that kind of responsibility.
It's transferring from one gilded cage to another, as far as Harrow's concerned.
Ah, so the real go has been your freedom the whole time, then? Something you can never have.
He's not willing to say never, but it's not looking great.
No, it's not.
I can give you freedom. Just sign this contract.
That's not freedom, sir. Those are student loans.
Well, we need to talk about your bear's extended warranty.
Oh no.
Oh no. Asmodeus has been trying to contact you about your extended warranty.
He would leave that to like a pit feed intern.
I will say that the one thing Harrow's probably enjoys about being a lore speaker is he gets a chance to read and people will leave him alone.
Oh. I think you're going to like the next module because it's going to introduce something that I've been waiting to give you for a while now, and it will definitely give you the ability to be alone. What if I told you that on the horizon, in the very near future, this group would be getting its own extra-dimensional space, and you will be the one to craft it?
Man cave. Whoop, whoop.
Bear cave.
So an oversized bag of holding?
Like a rope trick, right?
Sort of. But more permanent.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely get... Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, for somebody who just likes to make stuff and he probably just like is gonna start like collecting things.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that doesn't sound like anyone else you guys know. Certainly not one of the sponsors.
Oh no, this is a completely original habit.
Yeah.
There's no connection whatsoever. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Mm. Well, we'll see some more similarities in the future, I'm certain. Especially now that you've given me these two threads.
I apologize to everyone in advance.
Hey, I'm here for this. You heard
Yeah.
me.
This is just growth. Listen. It's the end of the semester. Everyone's going their separate ways. I'm going to summer camp. Everyone's going to do their right thing for careers. It's just fine.
Speaking of which, it is nearly the end of spring break, and I'm sure your students have become restless with all this research that you've saddled them with. They've rebuilt a town. They have to research a second expeditionary site, which is the Prison of the Vacant Eye that you found. May I ask what sort of celebration you will do? Or perhaps, are there any students who stuck out from the bunch that you would recommend for advancement? Oh, now may be the
boy.
time. Now may be the time to say, like, hey, you seem like you're going places. You want to be my protege, or maybe I can write that reference letter for you.
Well, I'm not a teacher yet, but who's the crazy girl that summoned the devil? I'll take
Marima?
that one.
In math class.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the math is boring. I understand why.
not you
I'll
saying
take-
that to a mathematician.
I am
Right?
a mathematician.
Mathematician.
Well, I didn't know you were the literal devil, but all right.
Sir, why do you think I invited you in so quickly when you said contract? This is how I get you. This is how I get you. You think it was you the entire time. It was me.
It just hard cuts like 6 months later. The Pythagorean theorem: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Don't hurt me.
Now
He's
find all
already
the imaginary
triangulated
roots
your
and
IP
throw them away.
address.
No. I'd rather die than take math again, or English, or any school for that matter.
Mood.
You're about to teach, sir.
Yeah, but I'm teaching devil worship. You can't teach that in a accredited university nowadays.
I mean, you could.
Well,
That's
At a
elective.
community college.
I don't think I get paid much for it.
Just make your own
You're getting paid in
university.
experience.
Okay, sure. I'll also pay you an exposure if you're an artist. Why not?
There you go.
Oh.
He gets it.
Well, that was certainly a very long and, for some of you, a painful night. Some of you, a restful night. Some of you, a revelation. Others, you're filled with regrets. You know, you come downstairs to have your breakfast and whatnot. Briar 8 Sunsets is there, ready to meet you with your meal and whatnot, and asking, you know, did you manage to sleep well? You all seemed so troubled when you went up the other day.
I've had worse sleep.
I slept great.
I did as well.
Yeah.
I've had better nights.
I'm the Pharaoh, Crow says.
I'm a pharaoh.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I guess what we gotta head back now, right?
Oh,
I think it'll be best. Oh, go
Back
ahead.
to where exactly?
Back to work.
Oh,
is
yes,
there
the
a-
school
People
you keep
need
bringing up.
saving.
Yes,
or
sir.
something.
Hmm.
You're
Well, I
more
don't
than
think-
welcome to accompany me.
Considering my last job ended with attempted murder, I'm inclined to agree.
Ah, you worked for an agency, he says. Yes, that is rather unfortunate.
I wish that was like real life. Oh, you're a subcontractor. We're gonna kill you when the job's over.
That's what they
Oh.
usually do.
Yep. Well, thanks for your work. Goodbye.
Well, they usually tell you how long the contract is for.
They can terminate it at any time, and you.
I know. Well, and you was that in the contract? I probably wouldn't have signed it then. I'm just saying.
Termination was in the contract. Yes.
No
Oh my
way.
That probably meant firing to whoever read it, but to them it meant we murder you. Yes, I'll accompany you. I can't go back home, and my current job went up in smoke. So yes, it'd be better than being a dock laborer. Why not?
All the
Well,
dock
you will also
laborers
throw
in
in
the bar just turn and look at you with dagger eyes.
I put down 2 gold on the table. I apologize for my friend.
I just hold up my arms, like my skinny little like demon worshipping arms. Look, you guys can do it. I can't. It's a simple fact.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were level 12. Whoops.
Yep, level 12. Haros was the first to feel the power, and he's going like, maybe I'm getting too powerful.
No such thing.
No such thing indeed. I just discovered I should have more magic to throw at people. And by that I don't mean hitting them with a sword.
I had that same revelation.
Yes. Like, I'm supposed to have 4th level spells now. What?
I just learned how to turn myself into a devil, but we'll find out about that later.
Oh, I did too. You picked that one as well.
Devil Farm is great, man.
It's a great. Yeah, I love the Bone Devil. It's my favorite.
Anyway, you guys will find out later.
You
As
will
these
find
two,
out
like
after
normal
this ad
humans
break.
just erupt into a blood waterfall and come
I
out
was
as
about to-
devils.
I'm literally gonna melt somebody's brain with feeble mind and turn into a devil. You guys are gonna be like, "What the hell?"
I'm so glad we
Oops.
had that conversation just 5 minutes ago about how we were going to better ourselves, and this is what came of it. It's just like,
Sorry, I
Hey,
said.
I'm sorry. What did I
Shoot.
say about bettering
Shoot
myself?
doubled down on the not making it better, just
Oh.
trying to maybe not kill as many people while still collecting the knowledge.
And I didn't say what spells I was going to grab.
Yep.
Maybe they are actually non-lethal.
vague.
Thank you.
Vagueness.
Hey, Bramble.
Yes.
Can we work probably like after the session to do the archetype and all that
Yes,
stuff? I'm not.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and I'm just
There is
kinda
a
like,
lot.
I don't want to read this while we're role playing. I just like
That's-
would stop talking.
You're good. You're good. I'm sure if other people stick around as well, they can help you because they're gonna need to level up their branches as well.
Okay, thank you.
I'll also be around to figure out the spell thing. It's been like, what, half a year since I last touched this part?
Yeah. No
Oh,
problem.
boy.
So, what's happening after you guys have breakfast and like you've had your your thinking time? It's just like the alehouse is surprisingly quiet, as though the encounter can't happen now that you've destroyed the cult.
I think, me personally, Disco probably thinks this might be best to get back to our students post haste and just see what research has been taking place,
Sure.
to see if anyone has been influencing them in any formal way, and 3, just appreciate them the way we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But you didn't answer my question. Which students stuck out the most that you might want to do some recommendations for or turn into a protege?
Anyone but Iboko.
What?
Aww.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
about to say, excuse me?
She's fucking annoying.
She ran away at the beginning of the module to find her father or whatnot, and didn't tell anyone where she was going. The group had to find out where she was going, and that maybe that counts against her. Like, even though she put you on this path and found
But-
Xeros and whatnot, but still she left without permission. She left without warning or a note. And twice, in
So-
fact.
For somebody who values personal freedom more than anything else, I think Harros does kind of respect that she just did it. Didn't ask for permission, just went off.
Well,
I don't know if she thought it would work out or not, but it did. And apparently, having it work out in the end is enough for this group. So, I mean,
Wait.
can we really
Wow.
can we really be mad?
Wow.
Here's what I'll say. That was out of character. I'm not a teacher yet, so I'm gonna omit myself from this conversation. I was just thinking, because Iboko keeps complaining whenever I do something, like I kill somebody, and I'm like, oh, this woman, just deal with it.
this-
But that's good.
Um,
That leads to discussion, man. That's what we're here for.
I'll say this.
You guys,
I
decide.
think Iboko, even though they have demonstrated initially the reverse of the strength of thousands, as not relying on us for
Army
this
of one.
immediate, to turn it to the army of one. It did not demonstrate what we have been teaching the students, which is we rely on each other, because that is the strength of thousands. But the realization is that Iboko really did essentially guide us on this path. And like you said, Heroes, the idea that, yes, they went on this path because we do allow students to leave on their own accord and found their way still I feel like that deserves some type of praise, if not recommendations.
Okay.
I also like to think
Also-
of Nox Solo, because Nox Solo was more than enough when it came to anything related to Geb.
Mm-hmm.
She was. And with Iboko, I don't know, it just reminds me of Harry Potter. Like, she's this campaign's Harry Potter, just goes off on her own, does some shit, eventually turns out fine. Here's your promotion. Have fun.
Oh, so we're promoting her then.
At least that's how it goes in the in
Already have it.
the other universe.
Well, you're the ones with all the
So-
power here. You're the lore speakers. If a student should be advanced, you're the ones to say so.
Now, is it each of us can nominate a singular student, or do we have to come to a consensus and
That's
be
up to
like
you.
only one?
That's up to
Because
you.
I have a strong feeling if Grung was actively here,
Yeah.
that would have been him and Ancharu.
Yeah,
He would have
you're
definitely
absolutely right.
promoted
I talked to him.
Ancharu.
I talked to him 2 nights ago. He recommended Ancherut. You were absolutely right.
We know each
So-
other so well.
I think if it is individual sponsorships or individual what is it called? Ascensions, I would love to give Nox Solo praise where praise is due, because they also 100% helped out with things related to the dead and helped us, I believe, identify the Norgruber cultists, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Any other students jump out to you as being helpful? On this?
Professor OT's been pretty good. We should re-promote him.
Assistant Professor
we-
OT back to Professor OT, you mean?
I think so.
Can we do that?
Yes, you can.
Chief
He's your assistant.
Think
Yeah,
so.
100%.
Okay.
As a group as a group consensus, yeah.
Molding
OT,
us. He molded us into what we are today.
yeah. OT. I don't feel like we're above OT, because OT stays promoting what the Magambia should be, instead of what we do.
Yeah. If you want him to have the professor position back, it is within your power to give it to him.
All hands for OT having.
Yes.
All right, that's
Yeah.
1, 2, that's 3.
I mean, he gave Harold's crap for skipping class, so that's a negative. But other than that,
You
But
called
if
him
you did skip
Professor
class-
Old and Tired.
Oh,
You said OT was for old and tired.
Oh, that's not what it's for. Oh, okay.
no.
My bad. I thought it was for overtime.
And me too,
He always works overtime.
because he cared so much about the Magambia.
He used to be Professor Overtime, and now he's Professor Old and Tired.
This poor man.
Yeah, I think OT deserved it.
I think
OT
he does.
becoming a professor again
He
is more
does.
than warranted.
Okay, so we have Iboko, we have Nuxolo, we have Assistant Professor, now Professor OT. Anyone else?
How do you feel about Essie? Did Essie stand out to anybody?
We saved her. I've missed a couple sessions.
I don't even know who that is.
So Essie is one of the original students that they met when they were first in the Magambia. She took on archaeology to help with blood salt because she thought that you guys needed an archaeologist and you didn't have one in the group. So she filled a need.
Can we review her work before we promote
Sure.
her?
I'm about to tell you what she found out.
Okay, here we are.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
possible, could I get a picture for these?
Of
I
course.
don't know what any of these people look like.
Of course. Here, let's start with Noxolo. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Oh
There-
no,
there-
I came in late, so I wouldn't know who they are anyway. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
put a name to a face.
There is
And
a
who's
whole.
this?
This
That's
is
not
Not
Noxolo.
Solo. Okay.
She
They're
is from
undead.
Geb. There is a whole sheet of the students and who they are within the text channel. It is pinned.
Oh, okay. It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
It's also under characters and then students, I believe.
Yes. So she is from Geb, and she didn't want to embrace
Thank you.
her undead heritage at first, but now that she's seen you all so powerful and whatnot, and that she got to use her knowledge about the undead out in the field, she's ready to take on her role as a Dampier at last.
We did it,
okay.
guys.
Ooh. Okay.
So she's about to get a glow up with Ancient Root and Professor OT and Iboko. So let's take a look at let's see. Professor
Oh wait, I forgot the most important thing. Can we demote Ignacy?
No, you cannot.
No, yeah.
Dang,
You can't because he's at your
Whoever
level.
I would
Whoever I-
rather undo all the rest and demote Ignacy.
He's tried
Whoever I
to
said
demote you
earl-
before. That's how I found out.
What? What do you mean he's tried to? All right, okay.
Oh, we don't know that in character. Calm
Yeah,
down.
I know.
So this
Well-
is Professor OT. He was the first teacher they met, and he basically
Okay.
told them there were no mistakes. There's just learning in the world. And he tested them by getting a serpent from the shadow world and asked them to each tell him like things about it. And he did some generic magical tests on them to test their aptitude and whatnot. And he's basically known as the friendly teacher of incoming students. And do you know what they did to him the first day? They threw a rock at his head.
Oh,
That sounds like a
I
hero.
threw a rock at the wall.
Uh-huh.
Heros did not do that.
Well, you could have fooled
I
me.
did
All
do
right.
that.
I just lit a candle with my light cantrip. That's all I did.
If something fucked
I
up happens,
did
flip a coin. It's either Heros or Disco.
No, Disco has done nothing.
Wow.
Disco has done nothing wrong.
Oh.
And the only thing Disco has done wrong is not hit any shots with his tall launcher.
Sorry,
That's about
I
it.
just put my insult omatic on automatic.
It's fine.
so-
It's fine. It was like query
I have
users,
an
query
oath
users.
bow.
All right, Disco.
You have an oath bow. Then that will always
And I'll
hit.
have an oath bow. Nah, Bramble, I've played with an oath bow in another campaign.
Yeah.
You know it doesn't hit.
Yeah, and that other campaign that the people didn't give you the artifact that they had that made, a ranger or an archer into a living god, one of the portal keys that they should have given you the first day, but they probably forgot about it.
It's fine.
Even
but yeah,
after I
100%.
reminded them.
It's fine. I liked missing all my shots.
Oh, God.
Um,
So who else do you need to see a picture of? You've seen Ancient Root before, I know that. She's in there.
That's the hyena
Yes.
yeah.
kobold thingamabig.
No.
No, well, yeah, same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And who's
So-
the mathematician summoner?
That is
Ignacy?
Marima.
Oh, Marima. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
a picture
Oh,
of
yeah,
her
she-
offhand.
Yeah,
but
the star
this is
student
Essie.
power. I beat her. Take that, Essie.
She is known as Messy Essie from the beginning. Because her room's a mess, but she is not.
Understood. Okay. Now that the ports are here, so I'll just have those open whenever we talked about students.
Mm-hmm.
If I could ask one thing real quick, could you make another folder and just name it Xeris's summons? Because I'm probably gonna need to pull them out of my hat
Yeah.
frequently enough.
So the nice thing about that is the bestiary is linked directly to the summons that you can just pull, drop and drag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's Marima. She is the mathematician that accidentally summons devils to the classroom and whatnot. She is known as a chaos magnet.
We'll have to fix that. Well, did she summon a devil or a demon? That's very important.
She summoned an imp, and she claims that her patron is the Demon King. That's where she gets her powers from as a witch.
I could probably suss that out if she's telling the truth or not. But all right. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Her portrait looks like she's scared, and
She
scared
is
people are
scared.
easily
She does
manipulated.
things without intending to do them.
Then she is fearful and manipulatable. We're in good hands. Sorry, I interrupted. Sorry, you guys keep going.
No, this is good. This is good. I want to get your feedback on this and your reactions to the students because you're going to be meeting them all and whatnot. This gives you a chance, to get familiar with them.
Who are the spiders?
Oh, the spiders are all over. They're the Anadi.
But the ones specifically in the student one are what? That's
Are they sapient?
strands of the glowing
Yes,
dawn.
yes, they
Jeez.
transform into humans. They have human guises, and they have anthropomorphic spider guises, and then they become spiders.
Well,
This-
Yes, that's one.
This very tired woman has 2 little 2-year-old babies that she takes care of at the same time she is a student.
well, maybe I could get a bearded devil will take care of some of the work for her.
All the
That's not-
students and even the lore keepers help watch the kids while she goes to class or gets some sleep or whatnot. Everyone kind of raises her children together.
It takes a village.
She's a leech. I mean, okay, that sounds nice.
Wow.
Oh, we made her a cake once, I'll have you know. That was one of
Yeah.
the more nice sessions we had.
You know, before we turn to murder.
I don't know. We almost killed Harros that one time.
Yeah,
But
you
we
tried to
save
heal him.
Harris.
You tried
The
to heal him,
bees.
and he said no.
I do not consent.
And then he hid under the building for a week. We're like, where did Harros go?
Oh no.
That's when he made contact with Voldemort down in the basement.
That's right. And then we killed Voldemort. Okay, that's where it all went wrong. Got it.
I mean,
That you took his place. You took Voldemort's place.
Who's this Hybrim guy?
Hybrim. Let's see. He is the flying ace. He makes flying machines and stuff like that. He is a dwarf, and if you had taken him with you, you would have found out that he is from the Cloud Dwarfs and whatnot, and had heritage directly related to Blood Salt.
Okay. It seems so. We only have one male student. That's interesting. Okay.
No, Ignacy is male.
I know what I said.
My God.
wow, we are just choosing violence today. Okay.
Remember? Okay, this is like a Ron Swanson quote. I'm trying to buy a lot of women in this department, and that includes the men.
Oh god. So, he is also a male student. He is the TT RPG player, and he runs the gaming club. Okoro.
I can't hate him. He's just like me.
Yeah, he paints the little Warhammer figures and whatnot, and nobody knows what they are.
Oh, he's also just like me. I feel bad for him now.
And here's Cesare.
Oh yeah, we haven't heard it. Chesapeake's lazy.
He is very lazy.
He also makes alcohol.
He is a student who has his own distillery on campus.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What does he make?
He makes moonshine and other alcohol to the person's taste, and he usually gives out birthday presents on your birthday, even if he doesn't like you, because he believes in the tradition of birthdays.
Well, he's a cat person, so I have to post this picture.
Oh no,
Oh,
Let
did
me-
not copy?
let me
There we
see.
go.
Oh yeah, Khajiit. Yeah, I'm so glad I linked that video to you about the Argonian man. I knew you. I pegged you the moment I met you.
Well, I had already seen that video, but I appreciated the connecting the dots there.
Yes, it's just like, oh, I'm sorry. Some of my best slaves were Argonian. No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean they were great slaves.
No, wait a
It's
second.
such a great video. It's just so funny. Anyway, all right, that's him. Okay. So, who do we want to promote?
It's up to you. It can be anyone. I have Ancient I have Icolo. I have Noxolo. Professor OT. Is there anyone else?
I think we'll determine if SE gets one by
Sure.
leading the archaeological dig,
Mm-hmm.
and then whoever helped out SE, and we'll determine, because we can't promote everyone. How are we going to have students promote everyone, right?
Ignacy tells you they promoted all of you.
Wait a second.
Is she here?
What's that supposed to say?
Ignacy is there, and Noxolo is there. They followed you, remember? They watched the whole battle
Yeah.
unfold.
Well, why don't we have
Yeah.
their portraits?
I told
on here?
Noxolo.
I don't.
Because
I think it's a lot to put all these people down at once.
I assure you, for the next module, it's going to be more apparent who is there and who is not. I gave you my word on that.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like we should just review what Essie did.
There you go.
and determine-
There's
and
Ignacy.
determine that.
He's huge.
But yeah, Noxol definitely gets it from my point of view.
Okay.
Um,
So write that in chat. Disco Noxolo. So I remember. And Haros, Iboko. Crow, Professor OT.
Yep.
And McGee, who is yours? You don't have to have one, I'm just asking.
Yes, I feel like there's someone that deserves it, but I, for one, am really bad with names, but at the same time...
That's okay. Tell me
Yeah.
about them. Tell me what you remember about them. How about that?
Wait, that's already...
Look under students. Look under the students folder. That will make it easier.
Right, that's the thing that exists.
Yeah,
I
that's-
forget I can look at these.
Yep, that's where Ryan looked.
Yeah, that was already the...
Oh, and just so Ryan knows, here's Mom,
Oh, who?
Haros's mom, Haros's dad.
Nothing popped up on my screen, so.
Really?
Yep.
They didn't go on the map with Ignacy?
I don't even see Ignacy.
Weird.
I'm right here, right? Yeah. I don't see anybody besides the boys that were already here. Grung
Oh,
and Disco and all them.
that's weird because we're active in Jula, but for some reason you're left in the smuggler's cave. Hang on, let me pull
Oh yeah,
you
I've been
to
exploring
see.
the whole time.
You should
I
have
thought you
said
guys-
something.
I've been.
There you
you guys
go.
have been giving such interesting conversations.
So you see Ignacy now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there's
unfortunately.
Ignacy. Here's Mom. This is Haros's mom, the adopted mother, and here's Haros's dad.
His dad works in 1920s Britain.
They are steampunk.
Understood. Does Harold like his parents, or are they like?
Ask
a
him.
source of trauma?
Ask him.
No, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't ask that in character because I don't know him well enough. So
That's
I
okay,
guess
but
it's a
you
mystery.
can still ask. You can still ask the player.
Oh, I wish you would ask in character.
Well, you know what? I think I'll I'll refrain for now.
But the short answer is no.
Oh, that's sad. Even Zeros has parents that he likes.
Well, I can't even say it's complicated because it's really not.
It's gotten a lot
Oh.
more simple the last 2 days.
I see. I see.
I mean, his mother did kind of take out a hit on him. Wants to use him as a magical battery. So, I think that's a decent reason to cut ties.
A real Cinderella's stepmother situation you got going on. Although I don't think your foot could fit in a glass slipper. No offense.
I could make one that does if I wanted to.
It wouldn't be a slipper. It'd just be like this round, like, like a bowl, like for to fit an elephant foot in.
All right, so thank you for that. That's going to help more in the next module and with the setup and whatnot. Let's take you to this screen now, and let's see, like where we are in terms of the traveling, because we have, let's see here, 17 is not correct. With all the time we've taken out, we are now with 12 days remaining.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yep, and it'll take 3 days to get back to the Terwa Lake and the ruins of Blood Salt in Kyoto, even with the frogs.
Okay.
Wait, it's like how long?
You've got to
3
go all the way
days.
down the river.
Oh, how is that a problem?
It's
Am I
not
on
a problem.
timetable here. Okay.
I think it's a problem if we. Yeah, I don't. Well, maybe it's not a problem. Maybe just go down the river.
Thank you.
Sorry, my brain is a good brain. I promise you that.
Yep. So, as you're about to leave, Briar Sunset, 8 Sunsets, runs after you and says, like, wait, you can't,
Yeah.
you can't go? What about Jula?
Well-
What about our plight?
With the cultists, or is it more than that?
It's not just the cultists, it's what the cultists did and the ramifications of it. We need to reestablish the town guard. We need to get rid of the Thieves Guild that's running everything. We need to get the people back to work again. We need to make sure our town can survive.
And I look towards our fellow speakers. Ignacy,
Yes.
can you take Noxolo and the villagers back?
Absolutely, but what are you going to do?
I'm going to ask our other speakers if we wish to partake in this action right now. I have faith in you because I know you mean well by the students as a former student yourself.
That's a lot of trust.
I mean, you are a speaker for a reason. The same way we all are. I'll look towards the rest. It is our duty of the Mongambia to help out where we see plight, to use our magic in places where it can alleviate tension and pain. Is that correct, or am I wrong?
Right. So what's the plan then? Thieves Guild, you said?
Yes, the Thieves Guild. We don't know where they're operating, and we need the dock workers to go back to work so we can actually start making a profit again. We need to get the town guard back together. It doesn't have to be me as the guard captain, it just has to be functional.
Well, you know how the town guard should work in this town. I think, if not you, someone you've trained. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that-
But I don't mind. I don't mind at all if someone else takes over. I can be Briar 9 Sunsets now.
Mm.
Did the students leave with the people?
Ignacy and Noxolo are taking the villagers back to where they belong, yes. They're going down the river on one of the frogs.
Okay.
And the
Well,
little
what are they
boat...
waiting for? Let's go kill them.
What?
What are you on
Thieves
about?
Guild. The Thieves Guild. What's wrong with killing
Oh.
them?
No. That's not our first point of action, anyway.
You cut out really badly for me.
I
What'd you say?
apologize. I'm running to make noodles. That's our ne-
I was running to make noodles, now I'm running back after I heard let's kill them. I got excited.
I said
Murder?
that is not our first point of action. We investigate, we persuade, and we talk.
Ferris looks at Harrows like, yeah, you say that, but I know how this is gonna end anyway. Well, very, very well. Go on then. Let's do this your way. And where's that Grung fellow? He could sniff out some thieves. He's a good nose on him.
He's indisposed.
Harris
It
just
seems
kind of.
like the first time he's taken big damage, he's actually sleeping it off.
Yeah.
Not that he's weak. Very,
Yeah,
very
probably. Yeah, he needs 2 long
just-
rests.
He needs 2 long rests. Breakfast is when he wakes up.
Yeah, that's right. They're gonna eat out of the inn.
Well, I guess if rooting out the Thieves Guild is a thing we're doing,
Well, we can go back.
among other things.
On a more personal note, could one of you please use your magic to break the curse that's on me?
I'm sorry,
curse
what?
does he have on him?
I've been cursed. It didn't seem appropriate to mention it at first with the cult and everything that was going on, but now that you have a moment, perhaps you can spare some of your magic to remove it from me. Especially if we are to get the town guard back together again. I cannot fight while under this curse.
Hold on. Harris is just going to take a really good look at him. Cast Detect Magic.
Mm-hmm. I can say, he is examining an aura of magic, and it does seem to be, necromancy.
Huh. All right.
Do you know who
Gonna-
cast this on you?
Yes. Yes, I know exactly who cast it on me. It was a member of the Thieves Guild.
All right.
Do you have Dispel, Heros?
I can take care of it. Just hold real still. I'm gonna cast Remove Curse.
Okay. Counteract check needs to be a DC 28 of a 4th level spell or higher.
Ready? DC 28. Oh.
Oh, there you go. Woohoo!
Mm-hmm. So he feels the curse lift, and relief overpowers him.
Visually, it fully sets him on fire. There's no heat or anything,
What?
but
I feel
Phoenix
warm.
bloodline thing.
I feel warm. I thought that was my confidence returning.
I mean, that might be it too. I'm sure that's part of it.
Well, now we can take care of Grinning Lex. He's probably hanging out
Right.
by the docks.
Pray tell,
Yeah.
what does the Thieves Guild do? Not to be offensive, but your town isn't exactly a bustling one, from what I've seen.
Oh, we export goods. Mostly grain from the granaries all over the Soddenlands.
Ah, and the river is a river of trade more so for you then,
Yes.
bringing up the cargo. Ah, I see. Very well. And what do they take from you? Is there a percentile cut they take, or is it more of a slapdash rookie Thieves Guild?
Well, right now they're taking everything because they control the dock. Not even the dock workers can get to work. And without the promise of a paycheck, they're not going to touch anything. So things are at a bit of a standstill.
How big is the Thieves Guild?
So maybe, yeah, we could head by the docks first, and then just eye up what we're facing.
Oh, I can
Well-
tell you what he is right now. He's a common burglar.
What? I think we asked how big the Thieves Guild was, not who runs it.
Oh,
Or
I have
Did I not hear somebody?
I have
Oh,
no
that's not
idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never been able to find it.
What?
I think I can.
This
I
will
can-
go around the corner and then use his little cloak of Damon weave and become a dwarf man.
Okay.
So I think Harris would want to like kind of he used his hat of disguise
Okay.
and he is going to be his human form, human.
Human. Yes.
And walk around town and trying to gather information.
Sure. That will be a diplomacy roll, or if you have a local knowledge lore, I'll take that instead.
I would also like to have my familiar help me
Okay.
because my familiar also has this today.
Ah, Snoop. Yep, diplomacy can aid you. The DC of which is only 15 it needs to make with the revised rules.
All right, so I will make that aid check for Zhao Feng first. Oh. Okay. Diplomacy, where you at? Here you are.
Mm-hmm.
Blind or oh wait, the aid
It's
roll
going
is
to be
public.
blind, yep.
Oh, the aid roll is blind. Okay.
No, the aid roll is known because you know the DC. It's 15.
Okay.
All right, so you get a +1 to whatever you're rolling, but it's a secret roll.
Okay. And then Eros, diplomacy. Ah, there it is. And +1 modifier.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oops, damn it.
Nope,
Didn't mean
gotta
to
be
do-
hidden. Gotta be hidden. Gotta
Try
make
that
it
again.
blind GM roll.
Diplomacy. Try this one more time.
Mm-hmm.
This time, blind gem roll. Here we go.
All right, so you managed to find out that this person mentioned, this grinning Lex, is on the dockside trying to get people back to work, but without the funds to pay people, he simply can't make it happen. At this point, he is doing more harm than good. He has had scrapes with the Knights of Abendo before, and things did not go well.
That's interesting. So eventually, Harris would come back to the group and
You also
tell them
found
what.
You also find out that their actual leader, not Grinning Lex, he just took over recently from what you know, Barrister Ingdid, was murdered.
By who?
The Knights of Abendo.
Ah.
He didn't take their threats seriously, But it became impossible for their guild to do much of anything. And at that point, when they lost him, they tried to take control of the town for themselves because the town guard wasn't doing anything.
Well, that's an interesting situation.
So he tried to lead a revolt.
And clearly that revolt is not working out.
He has not been able to organize anyone because he can't pay anyone, nor can he get the town restarted. He lacks leadership qualities, I guess would be the proper way to put it.
You know, as silly as it sounds, why not allow the Thieves Guild to become the new guard? That solves two issues with one solution.
And it saves us time.
And I could turn towards the guard, the captain. If you are willing to teach them how to defend this city, one, they get paid because they are now enforcers to ensure that this town is safe. And two, you have your guards again.
I knew I'd fit in this group. This is a perfect Zeros play.
We should also probably tell them not to call themselves the Thieves Guild anymore.
Yeah,
A
100%.
little rebranding.
Well,
This would never come back to bite us.
Briar 8 Sunsets looks at you and says, like, I don't know how you're going to accomplish this, but this is certainly a lofty proposal.
Well, it's all about need and demand. Why did they become thieves? Could they not feed their family? In such cases, giving them gainful employment will motivate them, and they'll feel good about themselves having turned away from the less than savory practices of the Thieves Guild. But if they were in it for themselves to begin with, even if we do prop them up, it'll devolve into a town of basically a warlord town. That's how I see this progressing. So we need the motivations of the thieves to determine our course of action.
And Harros, you know that their leader is on the larder side. That is the docks.
This leader of theirs, their new one, does he have any vices we could utilize to our advantage in negotiations? Does he call for food? Does he call for women? What does he enjoy? Surely you know that at least.
Eight Briar Sunsets just looks blankly at you and says, like, we've never considered it before. We've always viewed them as pests. I do not know this man personally.
Yes, but in the bars they would speak about how, anyone, whether they be a Thieves Guild member or a town guard, will speak about their boss and what they like and dislike when they're relaxing off duty.
I see your proposal, but he has not been leader for very long.
Well,
Fair enough.
either way,
So we don't know if the succubus angle will work, but fine. Come on, it's a good idea.
I mean, it's not bad.
just go.
Let's go to the docks.
Ooh, the ducks.
To
Okay.
larder side away.
All right, fine. Zeros walks along, knowing there will be corpses by the end of the day anyway. Doesn't matter where they start.
You see this man with a big grin. It looks like he sharpened his teeth to look like, like a predator.
Yes, this is an aside to the other members. Yes, he looks like one we could persuade to be a guard for the people.
Oh my God, sir! What happened to your teeth? This is not according to any of the medical journals I've read.
He turns around and looks at you all. He goes like, well, well, well. More dock workers coming back to work? Excellent.
Yeah,
Hold
no.
it.
Did the
Not
staff
quite.
give it away?
Ah, he's intelligent as well. This is good. I say sarcastically.
Look at this man. Does he look like a dock worker to you? And he holds up one of Zeros' arms.
Ah, very stringy. Cabin boy.
Okay.
Okay, fair. Okay. Let's get his punch in the back. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we all on the same page of what cabin boy means? Maybe I'm wrong.
I assume it was just a dude that was on in the cabin, but you know what? Fair enough.
Well,
Like brings the meals to the cabin.
he's on the
He's
he's in the
bitch
cabin
boy.
and he's skinny because
Reasons.
for your pleasure.
I see.
No, but okay.
No, I
Oh.
know. I know what a cabin boy is.
We're here to discuss your recent business ventures.
Oh, excellent. New employees. What
Mm.
makes you worthy of the Thieves Guild?
Oh, he said it outright. I thought he was a dock worker. Okay.
That guy is not a dock worker. His teeth are he sharpens them. Why would a dock worker sharpen his teeth to take bigger chunks out of the cargo to carry it? What?
So he
Maybe-
can grab the bags with his teeth and hold them.
Maybe
Or even-
he's just a shark enthusiast. You don't know.
No, I'm
We're not
sorry.
here. we're not exactly
Sorry.
here.
Are you sure?
You,
You want to do this, sir?
No. I said I was kidding.
Okay.
I said
Okay.
I was kidding.
We're not exactly here to join the Thieves Guild. I mean, you talk about new employees. It sounds like you don't have old employees.
Well, without the promise of pay, I can't get the dock workers back to work. And we're not exactly good at organizing people. We're more about on the supply side of things more than we're on going with the demands, especially with labor.
I mean, how many people are within these guild, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I can tell you that we are 3 dozen strong. Substantially
3
less
dozen.
than before the Knights of Abendo hit us. I'm afraid we lost our original leader and some of our members, but that's when I took over, and I promise that this town is going to be all the better for it.
Now, I might be crazy, right? Wouldn't 3 dozen abled individuals wouldn't be able to protect these lands properly rather than steal from these lands?
We'll never know because the guard dissolved. Now it's anyone's town, and I say it's my town.
So why aren't
Well-
you protecting the town if it's your town?
I can't protect what doesn't make profit.
But now, hear me out. If you defended the town properly, wouldn't that encourage people to become exporters again? If I was a business venture myself,
Your tree.
I wouldn't want. No, I'm a dwarf.
Oh, that's right. You're in the dwarf disguise. Okay. It's hard
Thank you.
because
I
I'm
know-
looking at your tokens that are talking on the screen. I apologize.
So, no, it's all good. I understand my calves are like trunks, but that's not the situation here.
Yeah. So, what are you trying to learn about this individual by looking at them? Be specific.
Are they lying? Because they sound like they're an idiot that have no idea about power and how to run things.
He indeed has no idea about power and how to run things. Sense motive works the same way in perception check. The perception check is all-inclusive in that information about what you notice about people physically, verbally, and whatnot.
Okay, good to know. I
So
was
he
looking for
has
an insight check.
he
But there
has
wasn't one.
Yeah, that is the same thing. He has no idea how to run the town. He's just trying to get people back to work, and he figures once the profit is going again, things will go back to normal. And without the guard here, there's no one to stop him.
I turn to Harrows. I don't believe this one's capable of what we're looking for.
Fortunately, you have a point.
Real question, dude. What is with the teeth? Like, is it just like a genetic thing? Is it,
No. Do you like it? I filed them down myself.
is it just for looks? Is it practical? Is it?
It definitely intimidates you, don't you say?
We'll go with that. We'll go
I
with
would call it
Sounds
more
goofy.
confused
No,
and
no,
intrigue,
okay.
but
Sure. Why
I'm-
not?
So
I'm
what
sure it's
do we?
effective against the peasantry.
What
Yes.
do we have to do to get you to stop to support the new government coming in? That way you and them can get along and we
Government?
can be on our way. Yeah.
New
the
government?
town.
We just
The
got rid of
town.
the old government.
Yes.
What has the government ever done for us?
Well,
Besides-
how is not having one worked out for you?
Nothing. They're the Thieves Guild, remember?
It's been going pretty well. No one's been stopping us.
Yes.
Are
And
you
no one's
trying
been
to stop
working-
us?
No one's been working either. Sounds like you're stopping yourself.
You can't steal from a dead town.
I suppose you're right about that. I never thought of it like that.
At some point, you're going to have to get out of your own way.
So we would need you to tone down the Thieves Guild stuff. You don't got to stop. Just tone it down. Let the new kind of government people kind of stand up and set their own thing, and we'll go from there.
Well, if that's true, I'm willing to go along with it. If you beat me in a duel, one of you
Deal.
against one of me.
Deal.
Okay, which one of you is gonna fight me?
Do you want to use your devil form there?
It's
Devil
very
form?
tempting. Nothing.
That was out of character, by the way.
Who wants
Just,
to do the
uh,
duel, guys?
I mean, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Harros,
All right.
you will fight this CR4 male burglar in solo combat.
Imagine just Samshi becomes a bone devil and just rips him in half.
I'm
That's
not
what would
trying
have
to
happened.
kill them, man. We're turning over a new leaf.
Oh well, I would have.
I know you would. That's why you're not allowed to fight it.
So all the dock workers, are coming back now at the promise of a fight, and all the Thieves Guild gather around, and there is a circle around these two men now as you pull out whatever
Okay.
weapons or whatever you're going to fight with. And we shall roll initiative between these two people,
Ooh.
and only these two people.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for
if he
trickery.
has the like magical item that makes him win, I'm gonna die laughing.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for some trickery here. Make sure nobody else is interfering.
Oh yeah,
I
the
should
thieves,
ask them as well.
the Thieves Guild are definitely going to be up to some shenanigans. The question is, are you going to be up to some shenanigans of your own?
Mm,
I mean,
Hmm.
What a
So-
surprise! Harrows goes
Hmm.
first.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna try to
Heroes.
stop their trickery. I think that's my big goal.
Okay.
I'll join in that venture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll give you
I'll
the
keep an
chance
eye
when the
for-
trickery occurs.
Tomfoolery.
Yep.
So, Harros is going to drop the disguise.
Okay. Everyone just gasps and one person screams and he says like he turned himself into a bear.
It's not a man. That's a bear.
And, grinning Lex kind of looks up at Harros and goes like, you're a druid?
Opposite.
Something like that.
The
And
opposite.
then I'm
of a
going to
druid.
cast.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bear who turns into a man.
Let's see
The
where.
human.
I think I'm going to go easy.
I was about to say something non-lethal, perhaps. Dude's a level
It's-
4.
It's mostly non lethal.
Mostly, it does not sound
Mostly, huh?
non-lethal.
What is this person wearing, by the way?
Normal clothes,
Just
No
clothes,
medal?
no armor?
no armor whatsoever.
Cool, okay.
Any rings or gold teeth?
No gold teeth. He can't afford them.
Oh,
Teeth must
Well,
really
oh.
hurt.
That's unfortunate.
there goes heat metal.
Yeah.
Could
He's
I-
just got his
you
knives.
read my you
He's got
read
his
my
knives in
mind.
his hand.
It's a good spell, dude. I actively use it.
Yep, short sword.
Not-
He's got
not
a
here.
short sword.
I'm gonna
All right. Elemental form.
Okay.
Earth Elemental.
Okay, so on the docks, surrounded by water, you become an earth elemental.
Don't question the process, Bramble. It's
Did he
happening.
just go from a human to a bear to an earth elemental?
Yeah.
Yes. In one fell motion.
Just
goes like-
showing up all the
That's not a
things.
man, that's a bear. That's not a bear, that's an elemental.
One of the Thieves Guild people shout, "He's a druid! Kick him in the balls! Get him, Lex!"
Yeah. That'll stop him.
And then Harris is just gonna say, "This is your last chance to back out."
No, this is your
Gonna try to
last chance. This town
Gonna
is
try to-
ours. We've taken it back
Gonna-
with our own hands.
Gonna attempt to demoralize him.
Okay. The DC is 20.
Oh, snap.
He is intimidated. He is frightened 1. As you see his resolve shake a little bit and goes like, no more government. No one telling us what to do ever again. We're free. We're finally free. You can't do this to us. We just got our freedom.
Did you?
This is what freedom looks like to you?
It is. It is freedom. You just can't recognize it. You can't see it for yourself because you've always had someone telling you what to do. You've always had the government. All right, it's his turn, and he's going to use his Thieves Guild skills to hit you with the short sword. Miss by 4. This is going to go well.
Whoa.
So you see him fumble these attacks back and forth as he misses all 3 of his attacks, and the people begin jeering and say, "Come on, Lex! You're tougher than this! You're the toughest one in the guild! Get him! Teach that druid the meaning of freedom!" All right,
Oh, no.
Harros.
Destroy the bad, corrupt them all.
Not him being the toughest in the guild. That's terrible.
They're just people.
We're just normal men.
They are. We're not.
Just normal men.
I am just a normal person.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Harros. Gonna cast Fear.
Okay.
Trying very hard to I think he's trying to get the guy to like surrender before things get bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can get very bad very quickly. Where's my fierce? Second level. First. Third. Wow, where'd it go?
I don't know.
Ah, there it is. It's first, not second. Aha.
Ah. Are you going to upcast it as a sorcerer?
It is not a signature.
But you're a spontaneous caster. Alright, his will is +9. Let's see if he can make a DC 30 will save. He resists! With all his might, he shakes off your spell and says, "No! This is our town! You can't just come in here and tell us what to do! We live free! We die free!"
I'm actually impressed.
Death is an option.
That-
It's not the one you want, good sir.
Fine. Harris is gonna rear back, punch him in the face.
Okay,
Non-lethally, of course.
Non-lethally, so it's a -2 to the attack roll.
-2. Okay.
That was not my intention.
Zeros now has 5
Modifier.
temporary hit points from the effect Devil Form.
I'm just pressing buttons. Sorry. Ignore me.
That's okay.
He's pressing buttons. Jim, get him.
Yeah, how dare you have fun?
How do I disable this damn thing now? I'm confused.
All right.
All right, so that's a critical hit. Go ahead and roll
But-
crit damage.
It is non-lethal, at least.
Yes, it is non-lethal.
And this is an earth elemental fist at that.
Yep. So you deal 44 points of damage. And you just see him get smashed into the wood as you hear the wood snap and bones crack, and everyone goes like, oh, oh, and they just see him as he just like struggles to stay up, and he's just kind of like, his hat is knocked off, and he's just bleeding from his nose, and he just looks back at you all woozy as he struggles to maintain his balance.
He's standing there like, I didn't hear no bell.
No,
Freedom doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have the strength to keep it.
Alright, he's going to attack with his short sword. He renews his grip on it and slash for a critical miss. Takes another hit. Also a critical miss by 19. Tries to get you again with a miss. And he just looks back at you and says, like, I have the strength. I have the will. We don't want to be ruled. We want to be free. Harros.
Just murder the fucking moron.
Honestly, is there a clothesline somewhere? Can we just hang him up to dry?
There is the missing mass and stuff like that. If you wanted to hang this man by his ankles on a ship as an example, you may do so. After the duel.
I don't know if Harris would support that. All right. Harris is gonna punch him again.
Okay.
Give him the old stone grung special.
Okay. Oh.
Old
Name
one, too.
dropping. Is this non-lethal or is this lethal?
This is non-lethal.
Okay.
-2.
All right. 31 is a crit. Because his AC is 20. 22 damage. He goes unconscious as you bap him down. He's not dead. He's unconscious. Into the dock, and he just crashes through the dock and lands into the water.
Disco's gonna rush in and save him from drowning.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right behind.
And all the dock workers and all the Thieves Guild look at this, and they just look back at this stone bear that did it. And they're stunned for a moment, and then they start cheering, our new leader! The new leader of the Thieves Guild!
How did I know that
That's
was
a
going to
succession curse,
happen?
Please stay and be our king!
Do it.
King of what? I don't.
King of the
never
Thieves
mind.
Guild!
As your first official duty, disband the Thieves Guild.
Harris kind of looks at McGee and Huh. Yes. As my first official act of the Thieves Guild, I am disbanding the Thieves Guild.
What?
Yes.
No, what? We're unemployed? At the beginning of the year?
Stop it,
Oh
Grandma.
my god.
We will find you all a new job.
Fortifying
There happens to
Chloe.
be many openings after
Oh,
recent,
no.
recent happening.
I didn't do
There are
it!
many
I
openings
wasn't
for
set
jobs.
up for it! I was set up!
I know. It's okay.
Oh man. The callback. Oh.
It's real.
You're not unemployed. There's plenty of work here to be done.
You expect us to be dock workers?
What's the alternative?
They all raise their arms and it's like dangly, like.
The alternative is we become farmers.
Yeah, pick a side.
I mean, if you want to become farmers,
It's been so long.
There's also the need of a guard. And I whisper that to Heroes as I bring up the dude from the water.
the town guard is also looking to fill its ranks. You have options. Actual freedom.
The freedom of choice?
Yes.
And they just all kind of look at each other, and the dock workers look back to you, and they start walking back to the ships and whatnot, getting ready to load and offload stuff, as the Thieves Guild just kind of like sits there stunned, overwhelmed with what you've given them.
I will say, anyone who wants to go into the ranks of the guards must speak with me first. It will determine your eligibility.
I don't know if
I'll
agree
cast
with
Zone
that.
of Truth on them to see if they're just going to steal some more.
Ooh.
Well, of course they're gonna steal some more, but they'll steal within reason. Like real cops.
Good enough.
Ah.
Good enough for us. It's like
Oh,
good enough for us.
How
We're trying to get out of here.
Yes,
We come back in a month.
We came into anarchy and we left the Banana Republic. Perfect.
So you see,
They need.
go ahead.
Good. I was just gonna say they need a leader still, somebody to overwatch all this, but maybe they can vote for one. They can figure it out.
A grinning
not
Lex
Briar.
weakly raises his hand and says, "Oh,
Nope.
do it."
Nope.
Jail.
No.
You get jail.
No, this one
As the
will be
leader,
hung.
as the
You get
leader of the
smacked
Thieves Guild,
again
you're
if
under
you
arrest.
Shut up.
Jail.
I'll just say this.
Is the old man here the town
Yeah.
guard captain?
A Briar Sunsets is here, and he's amazed how quickly you've taken care of everything. That was an incredibly tough battle. I can't believe you just cut through that man.
Briar, what would be the legal punishment for the head of the Thieves Guild?
Well,
Go ahead.
I would put him to work in the fields. Make some use out of him. Erastral is all about community. I mean, waste not, want not.
Yes, but would this be... Could he leave at any time? That seems a bit...
Oh, no. He would dedicate the rest of his life to bettering the town, since he stole from us.
Excellent!
A fate worse than death. I like it.
I will summon a contract.
Okay.
Oh no.
So,
Yeah.
you seem to misunderstand, so I will say
Oh.
this. I will
Oh.
explain this again. Remember that little website I showed you with the different contracts that come from each individual devils? Devils are the ones that make the contracts, sir. You are the ones that summon the devils. So you would summon the devil who would offer the contract.
Okay. Understood.
Harros is just gonna go over to Lex and
Still as an earth elemental?
still as an earth element.
Okay.
And I'm gonna poke him.
Nice. You just hear all the bones kind of just like suction together and just like fan out his body like a balloon blowing up with air. And you just like heal him for 31. Let's see. I think that's half his health. A little over half his health. And he looks at you, relieved and a bit better. And he goes like, Erastral? Is this your messenger?
That's at least the second time someone has said that, and I'm gonna have to say no again.
Oh. I lost.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
You sure did.
Without a doubt.
What's left for me in this town?
You know,
The
if you wasn't
fields.
so busy sharpening your teeth, you would look with your eyes to see that you have much to profit from here. Protecting the town, ensuring that its citizens are safe. Hell, as many people just said, the farms are still there to make produce. Wealth is not gold, it is a community.
I never thought I would live to hear the day a dwarf said that, and he just looks flabbergasted at you. Who are you people? What is this wisdom you're teaching?
Teaching, and then I drop my disguise.
He goes,
Oh no, you.
He's some sort of horrible tree monster! Arastra has come for me!
We are from Magambia.
Magambia?
We are speakers.
You're teachers?
Yes.
I didn't know teachers were this tough.
Well, books are pretty heavy.
You seem like all-powerful sorcerers to me.
Yeah, we get that a lot too.
Why don't you stay in town and... I can't believe I'm saying this. Be our ruler.
No. That is for you to take part in.
But I'm not strong
We-
enough.
But you could be.
There's still hope for me?
I mean, when is there not ever hope?
Well, the dentistry there's not much hope for, but the rest of the salvage.
Aww.
Well, you know what? Maybe I can find a way to restore your teeth.
It's gonna be hard.
I mean, Magambia is not one, but anything but, impressive.
Truly.
I thought the Magambia was just a bunch of stuck-up socialites that used magic to lord over people and make us feel small. What
I
you've
hope that's not what we do.
what you've given us today, the wisdom that you've shown me, I feel like a different man. I feel like there's still hope for this town. When we lost my father, I started to despair.
Oh. I wasn't aware that the former Thieves Guild leader was your father.
He's not. It's totally unrelated. I'm just saying it to be
Oh.
sympathetic as a character.
I
Oh,
understand.
well.
But I see how you were misled by my vagueness.
As a storyteller, it would seem to line up, but I see.
I'm not a
Life
very
and
good
fiction are-
storyteller. I apologize.
That's more than fine. You know what? Life does not mirror fiction, and vice versa.
I'm not even a very good thief. I tell you now that I'll probably be an even worse farmer, but if there is something I can do for this town, I will help. And
Then
thank you
that's all we can ask.
thank you for sparing my life. It occurs to me now you were well within your power to take it from me, and you chose not to. That's humbling.
There's if there was cartoon animations in our campaign, you see here Disco have you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward type of face, and just looking at the group like,
Hold on, do I get to say this for the first time? Are we the good guys?
yes, we are.
Whoa!
We've always been the good guys.
Always. This makes up for everything.
No.
No, it doesn't.
It absolutely
I
does
decide
not.
to believe it does.
regrets.
Your crow says, regret! Ancient as the trees!
Afterlife. I'll regret in the afterlife. I have things to do.
And you still need a leader, correct?
I suppose we do. I didn't want one, but
Well, you need someone to guide a ship, don't you? Do you not? Or else you're wandering the seas aimless.
I figured we could be like the wind. The wind needs no captain, but I see now that men are not the wind.
One day, maybe. But for now, just for now, have some type of guidance. And I'll turn to Briar. This man has probably seen this town's history, if not more. I don't see why he wouldn't be fit to lead.
That's very generous of you to say, 8briar Sunset says, but I'm afraid my time has come and gone. It's time for a new generation to take over. Erastral says, out with the old and in with the new.
Okay.
But I'm certain
Well,
we can find someone in town now that things are starting to get back to normal.
well, why don't you be an advisor? I don't see the harm of someone who's known this town and known its strife to not be involved in the betterment of its future.
I suppose I could take on that responsibility at least.
We must learn from our past to ensure we have a brighter tomorrow.
That is
And
true.
this is what we call the strength of thousands. Everyone has their part to play.
There's real wisdom in that. The strength of thousands. You lent to us your strength today, and you bettered our community for it. Thank you, horrible tree monster from beyond the stars.
It's Disco. Come on. You've heard my name multiple times.
I don't understand it, nor can I comprehend what you are.
I'll just use my ring to go invisible. I'm done here.
Just notes out.
Tree spirit away.
God.
Right now.
Like
His
running through the
castle
streets.
is him.
Hold on, I
Are
cast
we
invisibility on you.
leaving?
Would that help?
Oh, I don't know if you were you here last session?
Me?
Or am I
No.
correct? Yeah. I got a ring that makes me invisible now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind. You don't need me.
Yeah.
Right, I think we're done here then. Shall we return?
Yeah, we are on a time schedule. That's for sure. So
Mhm.
let's go.
Yes.
Yep.
We have a frog to get back there. So
We
yeah.
will return to double check on how things are going.
Of course, 8briar Sunset says. We will send word to the Magambia and let you know of our progress in our elections.
All right.
I hope things go well.
And I
I
say,
mean,
tree
just
spirit
leader.
away, and I go invisible.
Tree spirit away.
I just walk like a normal person. Like, everyone's being weird today. What the fuck? What's up with these dudes?
Yeah,
It's the pageantry, you see.
good luck with all that. And he's gonna. God, I feel like I should make a grand exit like everybody else.
You should.
I turn into a bone devil and fly away.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I don't do that.
Her-
I don't do
Haros turns into an air elemental and flies away. No.
You see? The wind! Men can be like the wind!
that. And now you've given him
Just
hope.
going to give him ideas.
You're
Yeah,
giving him
what the
ideas in this era?
In this economy?
In this economy?
So, McGee, how are you leaving? Or no one notices
I'll
you
have
leave?
used the like promotion of people making grand exits to just kind of like blend into the crowd and leave.
Aw.
Because no one suspects a thing about me.
They
I
really
am
don't.
just a normal person.
So if the battle had gone on for 4 rounds or more, his people would have stepped in, but it didn't last that long.
How
God.
could it?
How
You'd
could
be
it
amazed.
indeed?
You'd be amazed. They wanted to see a good fight. What they saw was a slaughter.
Yeah. Not intentionally, but you know.
Yeah,
He
I think
almost didn't miss once.
it worked to our advantage. Us thoroughly beating them. They're like, well, maybe we can't. Let's just do what they say.
Yeah.
All right, so on day 11, after that whole shenanigans with the downtime of collecting information and then the heartfelt speeches and then trying to reestablish a government and whatnot, you can take the frogs down the river and pass by the vacant eye and then down to Kyoto. You will be back on day 8. Is there anything you wish to do along the way? Perhaps see the lizardmen again, or, inform the lizardmen about what you did in Jula and that they might need assistance or whatnot? Perhaps they could supplement their warriors for the guard as well. It's up to you.
That might not be a bad idea.
It's
Yeah, I'm
probably
for that.
necessary, dude, because those guards in quotations is what I'd call them. 1930 Chicago police.
Yeah, see?
Brace your
Customary
hands.
5 gold bribe, sir. That's my yearly wages.
Yeah.
That's more
Oh,
than a
talking
year.
back, say.
And it's true, they're farmers. It's like 1 gold a year,
Yeah.
if that.
They get paid in food and shelter. That's what they get.
They get paid in not dying.
Yes. There you go.
I'm really
You get to
upset you made
suffer
Mr.
longer.
Shark Teeth
Be
repent.
grateful.
That was a
My
good
God,
opportunity
Mickey.
for me. What?
You get to suffer longer.
That
Well,
need a
it seemed like he
reward.
repented
Be
at the
grateful.
end of it, So
Yeah, I told him. I'm not saying we're gonna check back on him, but I told him we would, just to, make sure he does good things.
You could have
I
one of
don't
your
see why we
students do
shouldn't.
it.
That's
I
true.
mean,
We have
local.
subordinates.
You do. You're about to check in on how they did. So, do you want to start with Essie or do you want to start with someone else?
Essie was the one we were trying to figure out whether we're gonna promote her, right? So
Correct. I feel like that takes
Yeah.
priority.
I agree.
Yes.
All
I
right.
love the purple though. Looks good. Purple's the best color.
It is.
It is quite a good color.
So,
Alright,
the
now we're on
practical
agreement.
research in blood salt. Oh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just regaling the color purple.
In the
Make it on.
movie?
What? No, no. I don't even know what movie that is.
Don't worry about it.
I don't watch movies.
So, as a Sun Tempest mage, she carefully explored the ruins of Blood Salt with the other students, pointing out archaeological evidence her branch would find interesting. And she made an amazing discovery. She found previously unseen evidence regarding Blood Salt's vanished residents that's certain to bring renown to you and to your students. And now you have access to the Blood Salt Dragon Disciple Archfeat, and you may increase the branch level of your branch by 2.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So she has discovered an ancient archetype that was not available before. So if any of you have, like the Sorceress bloodline for dragons, you can become a Cloud Dragon Disciple.
That's pretty tough. Good luck to our dragons in our group.
I'm a druid.
I have the wrong bloodline.
The
Good
feet.
knowledge.
You look at your paws, it's like, God damn it, I was a phoenix so long.
That's some good stuff, though. Jeez.
Yeah, she's very excited when you come back, and she is overjoyed to show you everything she has learned. And then she asks, "Who's that?"
Would you like to introduce yourself to our students?
Oh dear.
All right.
Don't be shy. You've done so much.
Well, to be entirely honest, I was getting a scoop of ice cream, but here I am.
Oh,
All right, I'm back.
oh, this ice cream loving chap, as you can see.
Nom, 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 nom.
I don't know if you knew, but Stitchy has the best ice cream.
Yes, I'm Xeris. You may call me that. I am here, frankly, because your teachers caught me in a bit of a spot of downtrodden luck. My former employers were rather duplicitous and tried to terminate my contract with prodigious force, and they helped me out. And since then, I have been helping them in the spirit of mutual cooperation.
Oh, how awful.
And yes, well, I'm here now, and that's all that matters. And hopefully, we'll be able to find something for me to do. Because frankly, it's getting boring having no employment.
I'm not going to comment. I've already made the joke.
Who says that?
No, I'm not. That was the DM. I'm not going to comment. I've already made the joke. Set up again.
Well,
so
do
Essie,
I need a roll deception or?
No. This is
Okay.
her first impression of you. She doesn't know if you're being deceptive or not, but she says like, "Well, you are most welcome, and if the lore keepers speak well of you, then we would be happy to welcome you. Perhaps you would even take up the mantle of initiate one day and join our school."
I mean, he does exhibit some of the Strength of Thousands tenets.
Harris
Well.
just looks at Disco.
Well, my summons have more hands than two, so sometimes. So yes. Strength of thousands that I happen to summon frequently.
No, not the Hands of Thousands, the Strength of Thousands.
Hmm.
You'll
So
get
it's
there.
technically 2,000 hands.
Oh no! He's
Well,
making
it
too
might
much
be
sense.
It might be slightly less than 2,000. There
We're
might
heading
be
towards
some
the
one-armed
singularity.
individuals.
Stop it! Stop it,
Stop
Nicky.
it.
No.
No.
All right. So, are you prepared to find out what Samshu found out in the prison of the vacant eye when you left her behind to do the research?
Absolutely.
What did
Yes.
I now know?
Okay, you carefully explored the ruined prison with your students, piecing together cosmology symbols, and society shifts in the ancient Golgon Empire. Those are the Cyclopses, by the way. The Golgon Empire, they fought the Serpent people.
Got it.
Okay.
Good. That was
So-
the snakes.
You found a new understanding of history. You find evidence of practices within the Golgon Empire that no scholars have previously discovered. And you can increase the branch level of the branch you chose by 2.
So we're +4 in it? Oh, wow.
What does that mean? What's that? Lore skills?
Yep, you can look at the little chart now.
There's a chart?
Yeah, I linked it.
Oh, well,
You've been
would
using
help
that
if
for your branch levels. Life in the Academy rules, the ones we did at the first module.
Sure, I've been using this.
The PDF
I
linked in
now that I-
Discord that I pinned that you've
Now that I
use
look at, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
the things you definitely look at, the subsystems that they went through the trouble of making that don't make the game more tedious.
So many
Absolutely.
things. All right, so I get +2. Do I get the +1 from? No, they did the +1, right?
They got the +2 for you, and you got the +2 for yourselves. So you got +4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
for
We got
that.
+4.
Okay, +1, +. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
Got it,
yeah.
got it.
So you discovered an entirely different archaeological site you had no intention of finding as a happenstance of the adventure, so things have skyrocketed for you. Your renown in the world is about to go up immensely, because you succeeded the mission by twice of what was expected of you.
People are going to
Look
ask
at
me
us.
questions now. Oh,
Yep.
no.
What was it like discovering the tomb of the ancient giants? And then furthermore, did you find giant women?
I'm going to write a book. Don't bother me.
We did.
Okay.
We found giant women, and then we beat them to death.
We did.
No.
kill them. They are dead. Oh, so you guys were there for that.
Well, to be accurate, they were lightning bolted to death.
I'm gonna cry. I actually think I have an older file. Do you remember what branch we started off to be speakers, or what branch we got to, or level of the branch we got to become speakers?
You started at level 8, and then you were told at level 8 that you needed to do practical research to level up. So then you became 10 with the first blood salts, and now you're 12 in your branch.
Whoa. All right, so Rain Scribe level 12.
Yep, and I think because of my circumstances, I am one behind.
Who's
Nope,
John
you're at level.
Oh, so it should be 12. Why did I have 11?
Remember, we did all the catch-up and everything, and you weren't allowed until you got up to level.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's Zeros
So-
who's gonna start as an initiate. We're gonna see
cram school.
how good of a
I have
studier
no
he is.
idea what any of you guys are talking about. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll figure this out.
They're gonna teach you.
Wrap yourself in, buddy.
I wish. Okay, can McGee be my teacher?
Yes.
Perfect, because
There
I
you
know
go.
he'll just give me what I want and won't talk back to me.
Be so sure of that.
You'll find out McGee's actually a devil, and he'll make you sign contracts.
Well, you don't have to sign it. That's the thing. It's all of free will.
True.
True. As
But how
free
much
as
you
you
wanna
are
learn?
when you're tied to a chair.
Yeah.
How hungry are you for knowledge? Hmm?
Hungry for berries, young man?
Or
Oh no,
I was gonna say that.
Professor
Want
Mickey, I
some
want
berries?
A. Well, you have to do a berry tasting.
This one tastes like boysenberry, but it's really not.
Oh,
I wouldn't be that evil to start with. It's probably just gonna be like booger flavored or earwax.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
bean boozle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Harry
Ugh.
Potter flavors.
Yep.
Why would you have a jelly
it-
bean that tastes like bogies?
I'm just glad that they didn't have abstract ones like this jelly bean is depression.
Ah, this one tastes like the non-existing void.
This one tastes like the love you never felt from your parents.
Oh,
Oh my
That
god!
that won't be a bitter and sour one, eh?
It would taste like pure depression and sadness.
And now we all know
Enough
how
to make
Harris
an-
feels.
Oh no! Oh,
Too soon. Too soon.
we just got this man to be a speaker. We can't just do it.
All right, so all the students look at you restless as you go over all the research and things you've discovered, and they say like, yeah, that's great. But what about spring break?
We have how many days left? And I look towards the calendar that we have.
8?
Look at that. We have 8 days left, and then getting back to Nambantu requires us to have how many days? Is it half a day?
And now remember, every one of the tiles was 2 days.
Ooh,
It took a while to get out here.
we are 2, 4, 6, 8. We're not getting back in time, gang.
Well, can we have spring break here in Kyoto?
I mean,
They're
I don't
gonna
have
do
it
a
towards the
Why not?
speakers.
They're going to do a celebration for you bringing back Iboko's father. And once Iboko and Ignacy get back from distributing the villagers back where they belong, they'll be here too.
Here's the thing, gang, and I'll turn to the speakers so the students don't hear me. It's easier to think for forgiveness than it is, or ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
So we'll be a day or two late. What are they gonna do? Fire us?
I mean, they could. They're sponsors. They could definitely do that.
Well, maybe one or two of us should go by Griffin to the Magambia, let them know that we'll be delayed, and then they'll just have to deal.
You can send a message. You have sending.
I was about to say, or we have this newfangled instant communication thingamabob.
That is
That is
true.
the brick with a letter attached.
am I the only one who has it, or Do I
Yes.
have it as
You're
well?
the
I
only
think
one
you
who
are.
You're the only one who could
For now,
prepare
at
it
least.
currently.
Oh, good grief. But here's the problem. I don't know anybody over there. I
No,
can't.
you
I
don't.
can't
That's
send
true.
anything.
You don't,
And now we're back to square one, eh?
but you
Well,
have 3 griffins.
How
Sure.
about I take a quick ride to the back to campus with Zeros so that he can meet people.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure about that, Heroes? You've participated just as much as everyone else here, and you deserve a celebration.
I'm
I don't
not
eat myself.
really. I'm not
Oh.
really in a celebrating mood.
I see.
It has nothing to do with you.
And just a solemn nod. Then, if you're more than okay that with going back to the campus, and I'll hand you my last 2 gold in case you need anything.
Oh, thanks.
And then the remaining rations I have.
Oh, Harris did give up all his rations to those.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So just
To
add
those-
add a whole sack of rations for 7 out of 7.
You've been eating McGee's berries for days.
They are
Finally, some
nutritious
phrasing.
and healthy.
Phrasing.
What will Ignacy say when he finds out?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Jealousy.
Because he's not gonna find out.
This stays between us. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And I'll actually give you my staff of desert winds as well in the event that you need to find your way back home.
Ah,
I'll put
the
that-
staff of desert winds that has the mark of the Demon King in silver upon it. Yes.
No, I bought that myself, right? I'm pretty sure I bought that myself. Oh no!
Oh, no, 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 no.
I thought I bought it
Wait,
to
wait,
create
wait,
water. And wait.
Sorry, I had to do it.
No. Maybe mark that demon thing off.
Well, you can take it off. You're the one who put it there.
It's true, huh? Yeah, I'll pluck it off and hand it off to Xeris. This seems like more your thing, anyway.
He's too deep into ice cream.
It's okay. I understand. As I said, Stygia
Austrian
has the best
sauce.
ice cream.
Oh, sorry. Wait, were you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said Xeris.
A complete brain, like just death. There.
It's okay.
What
Brain
was the
freeze. I
question?
understand.
Sorry.
No question. Just handing you this demon symbol that I had on my staff. So I feel like this is more your vibe than anyone else's anyway.
Okay, what's the symbol? Sorry.
The symbol is actually a silver symbol of Asmodeus.
Oh, nice. I'll take it. I mean, yes, this is something I can.
He's doing it. He's RPing like in real life. Wow. By George, he's doing it. You two be safe on the road.
As safe as we could possibly be with one of us having a bounty on our head. Fine. Let's go,
Oh.
Skinny. And he kind
Wait, what?
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 Let's
You
go,
have-
Skinny. And
You have a bounty? Ooh.
he slaps Zeros
How
on
much?
the back a little harder than necessary. Kind of pushes him towards the griffins.
How fast will we reach this campus on the back of a flying creep beast like this?
3 days instead of 8 days.
Actually makes a lot of sense, actually.
Well, thank you, disembodied voice. I appreciate the knowledge.
Actually, then Heroes and Xeris, why don't you stay the night to rest up and enjoy the festivities and be safe from whatever's chasing you. And then tomorrow you'll have 6 days. Actually, no, it says it will take 3 days for them to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, why don't you spend the night, relax, get your stuff back up, and then when it's 7 days left, we just, head to Namuntu.
Yeah, if you insist.
I'll leave that to Haros to decide. I'm just here at this stage.
Yeah, one more day couldn't hurt.
One day later, the
Yeah.
town's on fire.
So
That's how you know it was a good party.
Yeah. So Kyoto prepares, and once Ignacy and Noxolo get back from their end of the mission, Ignacy sets up the pocket stage,
There we go.
along with the festivities and everything. And Essie, along with Ancharut and Marima, get to playing music with their band.
Very cool.
And they have little magic voice amplifying crystals that they've been practicing on and doing their own little, recording their own little music and music videos too. So they're going to perform.
Oh no, they're making Nambantu TikTok.
Oh no!
That is exactly what I was thinking of too. Oh no, TikTok is
for it.
invading the fantasy realms.
Summon fiend.
Hey guys, it's your girl Andrew, and I'm gonna speak to the spirits. Here we go.
Oh my god, that's perfect! That's
Oh
perfect.
lord.
Oh. But yeah, Ignacy starts to look over all the research now that he's gotten back to, and he goes like, "Wow, this is magnificent. This is fantastic. I hope you're going to recommend Essie to become a lore speaker herself. She went above and beyond."
I look towards the
Then
fellow
I
speakers.
shall see to getting her recommended.
All right, so McGee, type in Essie.
Yes.
I'll just be drinking wine, the best that they have, if they have any.
Yeah,
Um,
you have wine in your inventory that you can use, but it's a poor fishing village.
Oh, never mind.
there's also
It
Chester.
probably tastes like fish.
Fish wine.
Because they use fish barrels to make it.
Oh
Why,
god.
why is there no devil of wine?
Is there no
Summon him.
devil of mirth and of merriment?
I don't believe so. That's not the last time I checked.
Gotta check that sour sauce, bro.
But yeah, while the girls are performing and whatnot, you see that the village, along with the village elder and Iboko, have all laid out a feast for you. Not just fish, but other things that they've hunted and gathered from the jungle itself and the Sudden Lands, and they just they go around and make sure that you're all having a wonderful time. And Iboko, for some strange reason, hands Zeros a bottle and says, like, this was on one of them when we took it back. It's not been opened or anything. I don't know the vintage of it or whatnot, but thank you. Thank you so much for saving my father. And she hands you the bottle of wine.
Wow. Did Zara's heart grow 3 sizes that day?
No, she's a fool for getting something for free. No, I'm kidding. Yes, thank you. I'll be sure to enjoy it.
I'm sorry we don't have any glasses, though. You'll have to drink it out of the bottle.
It's been one of those weeks.
Oh no.
It's just one of those days.
I lost my job. I've been having to force to run around this forbidden wasteland of and fight people. I'm tired.
Well, take your rest here in our village. We won't disturb you if that's what you want. But I am happy that I met you. Even if my actions did lead to consequences, I can certainly say without a doubt, you're one of the best things that's ever happened to us. Thank you.
I wouldn't be so quick to judge, but I'll take it under advisement.
And Samshu's crow starts tapping on her forehead and going like, ancient as the trees. I'm the pharaoh.
We'll talk about it in private. I'll get you some more. What do birds? Crow. What does crow like for food?
Power.
I'll get you your favorite food. Power.
Dominate
Oh,
men.
God, no! I forgot. We have the collar of empathy. He feels me, and I feel him.
Means
No, no.
justify the ends.
No, shush. These are internal thoughts. We don't say the internal thoughts.
I
Don't say the
text
quiet
out
part out
Oh
loud.
God.
No.
Go. I need you to go scout the area real quick. You go fly up like 100 feet where nobody can hear you.
And Crow flies up and goes like, my domain. I rule all I see.
I don't. Where is he getting these ideas? Crazy, huh?
Somebody stop him.
Truly crazy talk.
God, he's just a crazy bird.
Yep.
Don't mind him.
So, Disco, the moment has come where you can now recover
Yes.
your spaceship.
I will sneak away to the ruins of Blood Salt.
Yep. And is this the third archaeological site that we will be excavating and studying, or is this all for you?
I feel like at this point, the Mugambi and Nambantu is my home, and it's not my loyalty does not reside with the people I come from. So I will find this vehicle. How large is it, and how big? Like,
Let's take a look. Let's all take a look in comparison to Galarian itself. Let's see.
it's
How
the
big.
size of Blood Salt, and I'm just like, oh yeah, oh.
It's a tree ship, and you have little biomes and everything in it.
That's crazy.
The Council of Trees.
That's crazy.
Ancient as the
Strength of
trees.
branches.
Disco will find a way onto this ship, obviously.
Yep, you
Um,
easily do. Like the little passageway opens with the vines and branches, and you're taken to the
Oh,
bridge.
that's tough.
You see a little display screen that goes like the red star, and there's a counter,
Huh?
and it's ticking down. It just says red star, and the screen is flashing.
Woohoo!
How-
Self-destruct button.
How soon till the red star appears? What's this
Exactly.
countdown say?
Exactly 2 modules from now.
Oh dear God.
Could
Disco.
be very soon or very far away. I don't know.
We'll find out this
Depends
time on
how
Dragon
quickly
Ball
we kill
Z.
everything else.
Earth will explode. Namek will
I-
explode in roughly
In
5
ten-
episodes.
I will touch the console and see if I can hide this warning for now.
Yep, you tap it. And
Okay.
and it goes like snooze, dismiss.
Snooze.
Snooze?
Snooze,
Okay. Yep.
snooze until next module.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll see how to activate this thing and get it off the ground.
That will take some research because you're not connected to the collective, but you might find out some
Oh.
more information by talking to your progenitor, the main body, as it were. Or maybe this is the main body, you don't know.
I think I'll spend some of my days here.
And as you spend a
So-
couple of your days there, all the other discos start gathering and start getting to work.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they
Other
all start getting to work, and they ask you where you want it.
And I'll open up a map. I'll open up a paper map, and if they show me like a heads up display map, like, oh,
Yep.
okay.
Looks exactly
Um,
like that map that you saw before of blood salt from the sky.
Yeah, I will first point to Nambantu
Yeah.
and then tell them to escort my companions onto the ship before we leave.
Okay.
and help them with any findings that they have to put it on the ship. How many are we looking at, by the way?
You're looking at exactly 100 strong at the moment.
Huh?
He's got an
Oh,
army. His own
so the strength
army.
of thousands or hundreds in my case.
Strength
Yeah,
of at least one.
I will send out my discos
Yep.
and
One of them looks like a tank with little spider legs and whatever, and has like a weird pincers and stuff.
oh god, it's the toy from Toy Story 1.
Yeah.
Uh
They all take like these different like forms and whatnot. Some of them mimic animals, some of them look like machines, and they're all just working together.
that's pretty cool actually. Yeah, I will have the rest of the Konrasu clones I have to one ensure that they're alongside with me. And then two, get everyone back on the ship, including a sleeping Grung who takes 3 long rests because he's very sleepy.
Okay.
And if this is right before here, well, no, Heros and Zeros might have been already on the way, so no. If everyone's on the ship, I'll ask, are we ready to head back to the Namontu?
And one of them turned to you and says, like, power core is missing still.
Huh?
Power core.
You could have said that earlier.
I thought you knew.
And I point to the heads-up display. How do we have this if we have no power?
I did, and they point to another one, and they point to a disco where they just plugged everything into, and he's just like shaking there and shivering.
Oh
like,
my god. What does this power source look like?
It's the power core.
Yeah, but how do you procure one?
You buy it?
I don't think there's a power core anywhere here.
We thought you knew. That's why we came.
Oh goodness, no.
Didn't you find it in all your years of exploring the Magambia? That was your mission.
My inventory. I go to my inventory.
Okay.
Time of opening. Nope. Not these bracelets. Not this compass. Not the ever-burning torch. P for party. Let's see. Didn't we get something crazy? Or am I crazy?
Oh, it's a strange pollen that will kickstart the generators.
Yeah. Are you
What-
going to do something with the strange pollen?
I didn't even know what it existed until I just looked into it.
There's no delicious body inside. The residue remains, however. The pollen source. Does this pollen look very Konrasu in nature?
Yes. It looks like it's from you. You've been leaving it
Oh,
everywhere
actually
all over
helps.
campus.
You are a scholar and a saint. I'll find a container to put the pollen in,
Yep. You put
And-
the pollen in the container?
and then I'll hand it to the other discos. Will this work as a power source?
No, but we can make more labor now, and they go over to one of the chambers and they put the pollen in, and then you see like
Oh,
little
no.
baby Konrasus come out and start getting to work.
So that's how we're born. God. Can I do
Nature
recall knowledge?
is beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you
Alright,
can do
can I do
recall knowledge.
Recall knowledge. Ooh.
Now you crit failed the last one.
I think I did. That's why I'm like, this sounds like something I didn't get because I'm stupid.
No, it wasn't because you were stupid. It's just because I don't have this knowledge.
And I think I did. Did I do Arcana or Society last time?
You did
If you
society.
recall. I will try Arcana to understand the
Okay.
Konrasu's technology.
Okay, the technology is particular. Okay.
And blind roll.
Yep.
Wish me luck, gang.
You take a look at the technology, And all it reminds you of is that song they were singing back in Kyoto, where the three girls were on stage using the recording crystals, and you start humming it to yourself and everything.
As I'm humming it, does it seem like the ship is reacting to music?
No.
Okay, there we go.
I guess I'll look to the other little creatures scuttling around.
Yep. Some of them are crawling all over you. They've got little black gemstones, obsidian, and the little vines and branches are growing out all around them.
Yeah, I'll like dust them off of me because no, thank you.
They fall off.
Do you have a picture of this core? Well, Disco would know at a glance if we are traveling together, and we would not know what it's looks like.
Yes, of course, one of the other discos said. How rude of me. Of course your primitive culture would not know of our technology. And he takes out a little screen and shows us like this big blue growing dodecahedron.
And I look over at Disco and I'm like, it's that easy.
I guess so. And I'll review all that Phoenix has found to see if anything matches that. Have any of us
seen this before?
It's a glowing dodecahedron.
I know, but like, have we seen an item like this? Or I gotta roll it. Okay.
Yeah, you've got. What knowledge are you using?
I don't know. What can I use?
Anything, as long as it's a specific question. The revised rules say you may use any knowledge.
Well, I don't have any knowledge besides Infernal, so this should be funny.
Hell, show me the way.
Maybe Asmodeus took the core.
Yeah. Asmodeus, take the wheel.
I have a question.
Sure.
Shoot.
Can I look at this image and kind of tell what it's made out of?
Yes, it's made out of beryllium, because you're a crafter, and you're a master crafter. All right, Xeris.
Beryllium?
Mm-hmm.
From what you can tell, maybe something like this exists within the vaults of hell. Asmodeus is known to collect things. But you don't know what it is. You don't even know what it's made of. You just know it's valuable.
I've seen this before, but not where we could get it.
Eros is just looking at this thing like, I wonder if I can
make one?
Make one? You cut out there, Chief.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
This image, how large is it in our primitive form of measuring?
It is 1/200th of your scale.
Oh.
Wait. So it's tiny?
No, you misunderstand me. 1/200th in the other direction.
It's larger.
That makes more sense.
You would be able to fit several of your humans inside of it.
Then how would we have carried it?
Well, pocket dimension, ideally, would be a useful method.
I'm going to try one more recall knowledge on the image, and I'll use nature this time because of our whole plant-like biology.
Okay. So you're looking over it and everything, and you think, oh, it's a biological ship. Maybe there's a bio interface of some kind.
As I scan it over, what do I see?
Well, you see what appears to be a typical bridge, but there are no seats.
Does it look like if a Conrossi took its place, would this ship fly?
Perhaps. I cannot answer that specific a question.
Disco will head to the chamber where the power supply would be.
Okay, you see like engineering and whatnot, and you just see this massive hole in the ship where all these vines and whatnot are just dangling.
It's gonna be interesting. Disco will intertwine with the vines.
Okay, you do so. And like the Kanrasu on the bridge, you start shaking and electrifying and
Are you okay?
and then you explode.
Uh-huh.
And then off screen, the next disco takes its place and says, "Disco never dies. Hi guys."
Oh my god. Hive mind, am I right? Ugh. I pick up myself off the ground,
You pick up all the pieces of yourself.
including my gear. That
Yep.
didn't work as intended.
Um,
I won't do that anytime soon.
what did I just see?
That was a
I
suicide.
think
Well, it seems to have
Nature
tried to draw
is
power
beautiful.
from the body which couldn't supply, and therefore the mortal vessel was destroyed.
that's not fun. That's not fun at
Well,
all.
He's fine.
I've exploded. I remember every part of me going apart.
You remember dying, yes.
But you're here.
Yes.
So what I'm getting is nothing's going to happen without this power core thing.
And it's large in size. I'll turn to the students and I'll ask, during your exploration of Blood Salt as well as the other excavation point, have you seen anything of this stature?
Hybrim just screams.
Huh?
I saw you die!
Don't be so
I-
dramatic.
I apologize. Remember, I'm not like you people here.
You people.
You people!
Yeah.
Oh my!
Wait. That's not what I
Are you from Taldor?
No. Wait.
That's just a
I'm-
phrase. What? I'm confused.
I'm not like the people who reside on this plane. As you can tell by my branches and the core that is speaking to you. I'm still Disco, which is weird to think about now that I think about it. I'm still me. I'm still Speaker Disco.
Crow says, difficult to kill, not impossible.
I'll show you. No.
He's got a mind of his own. He's crazy.
I've killed your
But
kind before.
Huh?
What? I'm beginning to think this crow knows more than I do.
I'm thinking that too. But students, I need you to be calm. I understand you witnessed something terrifying.
Enchirut is very scared. Where's the bathroom?
Discos? Where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom? And the discos look at you and ask, what is bathroom?
I will send the knowledge to the hive mind of what I've learned about the anatomy of people on this planet.
Ah, they immediately construct a bathroom.
There we go. Cool.
But no
Wait a
dividers
second.
and no privacy. They just make the toilet right there.
I'll send my social knowledge of privacy learned from day one in the bathtub.
Ah, they immediately make dividers.
Wait a second. If I can give it, I'll look towards the hive mind for location of a power core.
Ah. No known location found.
There we go. Yeah, because no, they didn't know.
Error
What,
404.
Do I
That
know
was
what it's
your
made
mission.
of? Oh, that is specifically my mission.
Yep. You do not remember what it was made of.
Power
I'm
core?
wondering if it's still. I'm wondering if it was still in Nabontu. If I landed there.
Well,
I guess this will have
beryllium
to wait.
isn't very heavy, but this thing is huge. So,
I'll try one last thing.
Okay.
Did I'll look over our artifacts that we've gotten.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them, especially the pottery and whatnot from Blood Salt, and all the statuettes and pieces of statue from the Prison of the Vacant Eye. And now you know the existence of like the other discos, and that you essentially give yourself another chance if anything were to happen.
Oh wow, he lives forever.
Disco
I'm
never
going
dies.
to look into the clay statue of Izime or Ismay?
Azame.
Izame.
Mm-hmm.
I assume the clay statue is the same type of color as the icon.
Yep. And the
Okay.
discos look at it and they say like, you appointed her.
Huh?
You were the one who named her guardian.
Guardian of what?
Here. This is where we landed. You fought the Pharaoh?
I turned to Samshu.
And he stole your memory? Remember?
What?
And Crow just
What?
laughs and says, mine.
I gotta talk to my crew. I'll get back to you in like 24. I'm gonna go now. Crow, come here. I'm gonna go
Why,
interrogate the
you
crow.
little...
We'll go interrogate the crow. I don't know these things either. Me and Crow are gonna have a long talk. I have a feeling he's the Millennium Necklace.
When are we going back to this campus place? It's an impressive vessel, Disco, but at a power source, we're sitting here doing nothing.
I mean, I hate to agree with Zeros, but
I understand. And it's been, what, now 4 days that passed by? Maybe less?
yeah, for all intents and purposes, you've kind of inherited a paperweight.
Well, we do know what we're looking for now, if it ever shows up, so...
It is a very nice paperweight.
Discos, this is a prime order from Disco Prime.
And they all look at you, and another one shocks himself and explodes.
Oh. You are to not let anyone on this ship. You will seal off and camouflage it to the best of your ability until
They
I
immediately
return.
start taking the students out.
No, wait, stop. Anyone that is on the ship currently, as you can see, those are the Montu, my students, fellow speakers, are allowed access at any point in time.
They put them down.
Yeah, I think we will have to come back to this then. I apologize. I thought this would have gotten us to the Montu Jose's, but I guess not.
We can take it to Nabantu, if that is what you wish.
It's heavy, is it not?
We will dismantle it and then reassemble it there.
Oh. We can do that.
We were unable to get to it because it was below the ruins of Blood Salt, but you changed that.
Then that is your prime directive. Dismantle the ship to the point that is manageable by carry weight, and we will go back to campus and reassemble.
This thing
For how
Perhaps
long
even find
did that take? A few months, at least, right?
We can do it within a day.
My
Wait,
people are resourceful.
The
From
travel
a mechanic's point of view, this ship's gonna be like put together backwards. Let's take off. Digs into the ground.
I thought it took.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Whatever. I'll take it.
That's kind of impressive, actually.
And whenever
Our
we need
people
a
are
new
very-
part of the ship, we'll just grow it.
That's
So
yeah.
it's like an
Well,
IKEA shell.
I see.
So why don't we grow a power source? No, I'm kidding.
But the power source is the one thing we can't make.
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, can you just create metal out of nowhere?
No. That's why the ship is entirely biological.
Well, Disco, it seems you'll be the department head of a new campus branch.
I
Their own
need
building
you
and
in this.
everything.
That was
you
bad,
do.
and you should feel bad.
I know.
Don't worry,
I
Prime
think
Disco. The pollen you
yes.
left behind has already taken possession of the Magambia. You are in full control of the school.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
what?
No one will dare defy you.
Uh,
It took a while to grow
Disco,
enough
my
clones,
old friend.
no.
but through the
Oh, buddy, oh, pal.
underground delivery ways that you discovered, we managed to grow an army.
Wait, underground. Sorry. One more time, so we just understand what.
Was
what
that
we are.
not
I'm
the
gonna
reason
absorb.
why you discovered all those underground passages within the security system of the Magambia so that we could subvert the
No.
mages?
No, we are working in tandem with the mages.
And they just look at you guys. Oh! Release the prisoners?
Wait,
Zeros' laugh's a hearty British laugh. This is hilarious.
You will just show me who you have taken prisoner. Post haste.
Ah, and they show a display with the entirety of the campus. We were about to move out to Nabantu once we secured the campus.
Disco puts all 7 of his hands on the orb, like, oh my god. Oh my god.
We do good?
Man.
We do good job?
No, these are our comrades, these are our friends. Who told you to do this?
You did?
No, I obviously didn't if I didn't know what you were doing. Why did you take this directive?
Because you told us.
Was it me or a different disco?
No, it was definitely you. You were in the room one day looking at the blue chicken, and then you specifically ordered us what to do.
Oh my god, who is there and is it me? Is it evil disco? E disco instead of disco E?
So the orb shows you the picture of the blue chicken.
Yeah.
We listened to
remember it.
all your orders.
The chicken that wouldn't die. Yep.
The chicken that you yourself empowered with your essence.
I don't think I've done that. I healed it. I protected it because that was my day 1 mission. Oh.
Is it not
Wow,
one of
when-
your spawn? The
We will
hybrid
talk
you
about
created?
this. We will talk about this back on Ubuntu.
Were we not supposed to obey the hybrid?
No. Wait. You're taking orders from the chicken?
Destroy the hybrid?
Bring the hybrid here.
And don't listen to it.
I can honestly say that when I heal people, that does not happen.
This will
At
not be within the time allotted.
All right. This is a new this is a new order to the hive mind.
Destroy the hybrid?
The hybrid is excommunicated. They have no form of power or dominance on the disco hive mind.
We shall
Do we have
banish
a-
the hybrid.
You will lock the hybrid away, and I will dispose of it myself. Is that to be understood?
Yes.
For now, everyone that is here, disassemble the ship. We're bringing it back, and we're not
Everything
stopping for
starts
McDonald's.
moving under your feet as the ground gives way.
I run outside because I don't want to die.
All the students
Everyone-
scream and just go running.
Yeah. Other discos carry our equipment outside
And you
carefully.
see the other discos transform and meld into the walls as they move with pieces of the ship as like giant spiders or other such large animals.
Okay, this will not get creepy anytime soon.
Right, so we're going with the Griffin plan.
Yeah, you two go on ahead. We will join shortly.
Yes, by the way,
Right.
I want to be there when you interrogate the chicken. This sounds, frankly, hilarious.
So yes, release everyone in the Magumbi that is under our unforeseen kidnapping.
Now releasing all prisoners from quarantine.
All and within the Numbantu that I'm now concerned. Can I have a total of how many people were prisoners?
Only 200. They
We don't have
suspected
200
nothing.
people. We don't have 200 people on campus.
Only 200.
This will come back to bite me.
Forgive me, but you'd make a terrible lawyer.
I think I would absolutely.
You need to give me more specific, frankly.
Yeah, I feel like this type of communication is not necessarily effective.
What were the type of people who were captured underneath? I turned to one of the non-disco shows.
Mages, craftsmen,
From
Phoenix
where-
monks.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus. Just from all around this region or specific towns?
Tienza, Absalon, the Magambia, Nabantu. Prisoners included
Oh.
Geb, and other nations.
quick question. Above table question. Were the
Okay.
Phoenix monks in on campus before we left?
Yes, they were in the Ruby Palace.
That's what I thought. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna get
And-
fired, gang.
Why are they in quarantine?
We constructed a disease to keep them on campus.
So they are in quarantine within campus and the others think that they are diseased? Or is it a mind control quarantine you speak of?
Would you like to remove the infection from the prisoners at this time?
Yes. Well, before we say yes, before we proceed, will this cause any adverse effects to the prisoners if we remove the disease?
Nope, it will be put into the water and air system, and they will not know they were even infected. Just like they didn't know
Okay.
that they were prisoners.
Disco is now questioning everything. And
Disco, I would advise that you have someone who's a bit more, detail-oriented with you next time you are giving orders around.
I don't recall
Her-
making these orders.
Harros is going to cast remove disease on himself just right now.
As you cast remove disease on yourself, you see a single red thread on one of your paws.
Shut up.
Let's go.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Well, apparently they thought this chicken hybrid thing that was giving orders couldn't even speak. It's a chicken, is it not?
It spoke
Well,
to
the thing
him.
is,
It spoke to him several times after the initial encounter, and he never questioned it.
I just figured it was a magic chicken, and that's what people had here.
Well, now you know to be more
Yep.
selective with who you impart your essence into, shall we say.
I just healed people. I healed you all. Why aren't you crazy?
Oh, they are all hybrids, Master?
Uh-oh.
I don't.
I'm not a hybrid of anything.
I am
You're a
just a
man bear,
normal
Harris.
person.
I'm just in a side room interrogating a crow.
I'm the Pharaoh.
You're what is? Share with me what you know.
Everything.
I need to explain to me the Pharaoh's life.
The Red Star will destroy all. I made sacrifices for the greater good.
What does that mean?
Put up the
Ancient
red
as the
star
trees.
countdown on
What does
display.
that mean?
He's in another room right now.
I was
We can't
about to
hear
say,
Yeah, I know,
as
just-
as the building
I'm just
being
being-
dismantled.
Oh,
the
okay,
whole-
Yeah, exactly.
The children are screaming in the other direction, wondering if you're okay.
Everyone off the ship. It's everyone off the ship.
We are leaving.
I'm taking a head count as I
Goodbye.
get outside.
Ignacy
everyone
is
okay?
screaming at all of you. What's going on?
Blame me. Just blame me.
The
blame
sound of
me.
progress.
Why is she screaming? Sorry? What I missed?
Because the ship is coming apart beneath their feet.
Oh, well, she needs to get over it, or he needs to get over it, whatever it is.
And students, I apologize for the scare.
They're just looking at you all different now. They don't know what to think.
I don't know what to think myself at this point. We will return back to campus with this ship dismantled because I could not find a power source.
And one
For now,
Ancharoot
okay.
asked, "What happens when you find the power source?"
I think I'll give it to the school to discover the secrets. Maybe the Magambe could use it for something resourceful. Perhaps travel throughout our lands without issue. I was hoping they would have made this multiple day trip into a 1 day trip if I had the correct power source. But that is my mistake for being so ambitious. For now, students, we will be heading back to campus a bit later than intended. But Speaker Heroes and esteemed guest Xeris will be heading to Nambantu to explain our lateness. So wish them a safe and successful trip while we get ourselves ready to pack our caravan to return home.
And they all nod very, very slowly, and they start talking amongst themselves. And Ignacy helps corral the students together to help calm them down to make sure nobody panics. And once they're all together and ready to leave, and they're all they're very solemnly, no one says a damn word. They're just packing up, ready to go, just after the party and whatnot, and this revelation, and to get back on the road. And Ignacy just takes you guys aside, and he says what's going on?
Well, no one will ever dare to sleep in Disco's class again, I'd imagine.
So my bird said something about a red star ending everything. What's up with that?
Ancient as the trees.
I will
I
show
get that
you
the
all.
trees are agent.
As you mentioned, the notion of red star, I turn to everyone and I'll say, when we get back on campus, I will show you what I mean, or what that meant.
That's days away. It sounds pertinent if it ends everything.
Not if it's far enough away that we have time to prepare, and I'm not screaming.
I'm questioning my trust in you, friend.
After
End of
all,
the world scenario, and you're saying wait 2 days is
I mean, are you going to stop it now? If it was
I
tomorrow,
I could try.
as I said, the timer, and I will draw in the sand the last countdown number, so they're not afraid.
Okay.
Above table question.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in my inventory, but I do
I'm about to put it in your inventory while everyone's distracted.
Read my mind. Okay, we're good.
The seal of Orichalcos? What?
Yeah, exactly. It's the seal of Orichalcos.
The one true ring.
If we
Well,
lose
the
this,
clay statue. Hold on.
What a piece of the tapestry was doing on the spaceship, you do not know.
Interesting. Well, I don't know.
Right,
Ooh.
so we're not dying today.
No, not anytime soon.
Very well.
But it is on our timetable at this point, I assume.
So I'll
The
just
world has
put in an
survived
appointment
many
in about a
cataclysmic
month.
events. There's no need to worry about this one.
Well, that's another reason why I want to get this ship up and running. To understand what this red star is. One, if it's going to even be in our plane of existence, maybe in the skies above. Who knows? And even if it is within our reach, I think this vessel will be helpful to understand and dismantle, so we have multiple of them.
We're gonna fight the Red Star.
I hope not. I hope he talks to it.
The Red Star doesn't sound like it wants to talk.
Mm, neither did that bandit, but here we are.
Oh, maybe we had to beat him up first. We have to beat up the Red Star.
Well, that was of his accord. That was more of his accord than our accord. And we honor how we see fit. Students, are we all ready?
They just all suddenly nod, and Habram gives his fist up into the air and says, like, yeah, I didn't know you were so cool, Disco. You got your own spaceship. I can't wait to fly it. How fast does it go? Does it really go up into the atmosphere? What worlds have you been to?
Hi, Brim. I will actually want to speak to you when we get on campus with this ship.
Am I going to be chosen?
For this project, I think you have the best expertise right now.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is even better than all the airships that Hao Jin has.
Huh?
Hao Jin, she has the airships?
Are they like what my ship is like, or
no? She traps the souls of mythical creatures inside of them to make them fly.
I don't like that at all.
I
approve of this, but I don't say anything. You'll never know what I think.
You'll never know what I think, Crow says. Ancient as the trees.
I just keep thinking about my people every time they say it. Heroes and...
Well, let's go back.
Also, all cards on the table. I'm pretty sure an ancient pharaoh is trapped inside my crow. I tried interrogating it, and it just kept screaming about the star and ancient as the trees. And
I require more magical items.
Oh no! I guess I have to start a tuning. I only got, I think, 2 so far.
Harold's just kind of squints at that a little bit, like.
I require more pylons.
Basically, about to go on a cheap item spree. Do I have to attune to it? I'll take it.
Alright guys, so I set things up pretty well for your return to the Magambia, and hopefully we'll have Grung next week, but I got a lot of information for you, and a lot of stuff that I'll use to set up the outline with the next module and whatnot. The next module will begin in February. Next week we'll continue the wrap-up and see what's happened on campus in the time you've been away, and what your sponsors think of all the work that you've done.
To be fair, I've gained knowledge, so I've fulfilled my my needs.
You've gained knowledge that no one else on this planet knows.
So knowledge is power.
Yes, it is.
The only thing they might not like is the fact that I consider all of the school my family, and I share information. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Alrighty guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. If some of you want to stay behind for a few minutes and help Ryan with the branches and whatnot as you level up your own branches, maybe we can help impart some some understanding to him with how the free archetype works, and basically what he'll be doing with the bonuses that he's getting for every level that he takes of whichever branch he chooses, because the first thing he has to do is choose one of the 5 branches of the Magambia.
Okay. I could stick around for a bit, if anything.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Don't worry.
None of us do. That's the fun part.
Yep, they're 4 teachers. They're 4 or 5 teachers, and they just got a new student, so they'll be excited.
Welcome to the Magambia.